Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
USC football is more than a game. It's tradition, pride, and unforgettable Saturdays in the Coliseum. Be there for every kickoff, every touchdown, and every unforgettable moment this season. Secure your football season tickets today and lock in the best seats, exclusive fan benefits, and memories that last a lifetime. Don't miss out. We need you in the stands. Visit usctrojans.com or call 213-740-GO-SC.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
It is Travis Rogers. It is DeMarco Farr. Welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Mornings 9 to noon right here on 710. And here we go. It is time for the Arrowhead Mountain Springwater first pitch. First pitch. As Greg Bergman joins the fellas to talk all things boys in blue and the Halos. Arrowhead Mountain Springwater. Nothing else. Nothing else. Hear first pitch every weekday morning from 9 a.m. till 9:30 as we bring you all that baseball talk you love. First thing in your day. Live from LA Live on 710 a.m. The all-new ESPN LA app. And watch it on YouTube Live at ESPN Los Angeles. The Travis and DeMarco Show and First Pitch with Craig Bergman, made possible by Arrowhead Mountain Springwater. Right now.
Yeah. Pitch, right? With P. Yeah. Okay, just making sure.
Well, after watching that this weekend.
Which? Trying to unnerve Greg to start the show.
Yeah, Stitch. How's the weekend, boys?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Great weekend. Yes, everybody?
What did you do? Were you busy?
Rams stuff, just being me, enjoying life. Yeah, I hope everybody had a great weekend. You? No?
That was
Bad
good.
weekend?
No, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I did the PPP on Saturday. The private podcast party for Mason, Ireland. Jorge Briones was there, hanging out, came up on stage for a little bit.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Hanging
around.
I like
hanging
around. Yes, was it fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Like
I think
cool.
it was a lot of fun. It was just a night for listeners. There was some cursing.
That's
there
awesome.
were some stories that haven't been told.
That's hard to believe.
And I know that was the goal. And I think Jorge, we got a couple stories, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
What are you eating?
Yeah, what are you eating?
Breakfast.
Okay.
Nice. Good for you.
That's the first time I it's pretty good.
So that whole thing, I read some of the comments. That's the first time you met Singer?
No, absolutely not.
That was my first time.
That was your
really?
first time.
Yeah.
It was you. Okay,
Never met him before.
Okay.
No, Dave Singer. When I was an intern at Fox Sports Radio in 2002, Dave Singer was the guy that I interned with.
Oh, okay.
I was his intern. Yeah.
Okay.
This is how long Dave Singer's been around. Dave Singer's the first guy I met when I got
That's what I'm
started.
saying. If you don't know Dave Singer, then you might have been in jail.
Right. Now he's at NFL Network. He's at the top booker
everywhere.
over there. Yeah.
One of the greatest people ever.
No,
Yeah, you're like the second relationship with Mason and Ireland.
He's
the first. Yeah.
He is on the short list of people, and the list may be 2 names long. Might be Chris McGee and Dave Singer. Everybody likes them.
Everybody.
There's
universal
there's
love.
nobody that has a bad word to say about Chris McGee or David Singer.
There wouldn't be a guy that left him out the Hall of Fame ballot.
We definitely have to get it. That was so funny. You want to do it here?
Yeah.
By the way,
which one do you want?
So Ichiro was just fantastic at his Hall of Fame. Let's do the Florida Marlins one.
Okay, so Ichiro was one of 5 guys inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame yesterday. CC Sabathia, Billy Wagner, Dick Allen, Dave Parker, they all go in. And Ichiro had the speech that had everybody laughing. And we'd always heard for years that Ichiro was a great clubhouse guy, that he was super funny, that he had an incredibly sharp sense of humor, and that he just didn't let anybody know because he didn't want to have to deal with it. That I'm going to do it for the people.
If we could do it, we'd do it.
Right.
Yes.
So he did the I don't speak English thing, and he spoke English really well for most of his career. Well, this is what he said about I guess when he was there, were they the Miami Marlins? I think they were.
Yeah,
they were there
they were.
when he was a member of the Miami Marlins, very briefly.
And to the Miami Marlins, I appreciate David Sampson and Mike Hill for coming today. Honestly, when you guys called to offer me a contract for 2015, I have never heard of your team.
Get him.
That's perfect.
Funny.
It's perfect.
It really is perfect because, look, there are a lot of teams in Major League Baseball that aren't very good.
Oh, God.
But the Marlins are by far the most anonymous.
Yeah.
Right? It's been they actually they made the playoffs more recently than the Angels, but they just don't really exist in anybody's conscience. Like, even in Miami, they're not unpopular.
They have 2 World Series rings.
I know.
Are they bringing up the rear as far as when they were created and established? Are they the last team created?
They came in
with the
93.
Rays.
The Rays, the Marlins, the Rockies, and the Diamondbacks all came in. I forget.
Relative.
2 came in 1 year, 2 came in 2 years after that, but they're all close enough.
I'm pretty sure it was Diamondbacks, Rockies first, and then Rays, Marlins.
The Diamondbacks and Rays look
There
like
you go.
it's 98 was the most
It was
recent.
Diamondbacks, Rays?
Those 4 are the last 4 in.
Yeah,
I don't know which order.
whatever the order is. Thanks, Em.
But that is so great because it's unnecessary heat thrown at a team that you're like. Had he not even mentioned the Marlins, other than to say, I wanted to thank the Mariners, the Yankees, and the other teams he played for, and the Marlins, everyone went, okay. But to pause and go, yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I didn't know you existed until you called me. Is just amazing.
That's crazy.
God, he's so good, and he didn't stop there either. There was another really, really good zinger.
So he was 1 vote short of being voted into the Hall of Fame unanimously.
Which nonsense.
It is nonsense.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
Like this is the problem with the Hall of Fame. And let's play the sound first. But I get so annoyed with the Hall of Fame talk because of this.
3,000 hits or 262 hits in one season
a lot of hits.
are achievements recognized by the writers. Well, all but one of you.
Wow. Yes, call that dude out.
He keeps going too. It's nice.
And by the way, the offer for that writer to have dinner at my home has now expired.
Yes.
The delivery is perfect.
He's so good. He's so
just
funny.
perfect.
Yes.
But this is the problem with the Hall of Fame. If the guys that are in the Hall of Fame currently are not all Hall of Famers. But when you have a guy like Ichiro Suzuki, it's so simple to just say, yeah, that guy is a Hall of Famer. Just everybody, he should be unanimous. He is the best ever. He's one of the best ever, one of the best hitters of all time. If he would have actually played his whole career in the Major League Baseball, he would go way past Pete Rose.
Probably.
He would have.
I think
combined from Japan, he has more
I've never
combined.
seen anybody hit like that. That dude was halfway to first before he made contact. It was amazing. Yes.
He was hitting like tennis shots. He was hitting like cross court volleys over the shortstop's head. It was
could have
just
hit
bizarre.
bombs if he wanted to. That's incredible. But yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it's so funny. Like, I want to know who that guy is, and can you actually make up an argument as to why he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame? I'd love to hear that.
This is the argument, and it's a terrible argument, but this is what it is. He's getting in, and I want to use my other votes for somebody else.
Yeah. It's stupid, but that's why.
It's understandable. I get it. But, I mean, pick someone else, I guess.
But it's not outrageous because literally one person has been unanimous.
Yeah, it was
Mariano Rivera is the only guy that's been unanimous. Derek Jeter, 99.7%. Ichiro Suzuki, 99.7%. Ken Griffey Jr., 99.3%.
Right. Is that the thing, though? Are they trying to say that no one can be that good in baseball?
No. It's there's no hidden messaging here. It is literally, I get to vote for 10 people, and Ichiro doesn't need my vote. I'm going to give my vote to Dick Allen. I'm going to give my vote to Dave
sounds like
Parker.
Politics. I don't care. Vote anyway.
You only get 10, and if I want this guy in, I know he's getting in. I want Ichiro in. It's dumb. I'm not saying it makes any sense, but had this been the first guy, had there been 30 guys that were unanimous and he wasn't, then it would be outrageous. It's just the whole Scott Rowland's in the Hall of Fame.
That's who I always go to.
Like it's more of a cool place to go look at baseball stuff, but as far as like this stuff goes, like, whatever.
Look, Scott Rowland was a good baseball player. He played for a really long time, played a great defensive third base. Totally understand it. But you have Scott Rowland, Ichiro Suzuki, Babe Ruth, like that. He doesn't belong in that list. That's what the problem with the Baseball Hall of Fame is. It's the best of the best. It's not just the best of the best. It's like he played good for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Did you see Ichiro out there like just playing catch, running?
He can play.
Dude, he could survive. I don't know if he'd be able to play, but he wouldn't embarrass himself.
No, he'd get hits.
He's what is he? 53, something like that.
Did you see Gary Sheffield saying hell no? I mean,
Gary Sheffield. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to go out there and hit challenge for 400 like he may
said
have.
Barry could still catch up to 100 if you threw it right
I
at
did
him.
like that. Sheffield's like, no, man, no, not a chance.
Ichiro is 51, by the way.
51.
He's 51,
There you
yeah.
go.
And he if he played on the Dodgers as the DH, so let's say there's no Shohei, he would get hits. And he would get on base, and he would move guys around.
Yeah.
He would do what you needed to. He wouldn't be the best player on the team by any means, but he would be okay.
Yeah,
I would be okay.
Barely okay. But he's 51. right. Like it's not like he's a 51-year-old guy that could hit. Michael Conforto's not hitting 200. He's not 51.
No, he would be better than Michael Conforto. Although Conforto has been better for a little bit. I have to say it. I can't say when he's doing well. You have to say he's doing well. He's doing better right now.
Good.
He's doing better right now. He's one of the few guys that seems to be not cold.
Yes.
I don't think I'd go as far as say he's hot, but he's not cold.
He's warm.
You got a long way to go to dig
tepid.
yourself out of a bad year.
Michael Conforto is currently tepid at the plate.
Tepid.
Yeah.
He's room temperature.
Yeah. Now,
Edible.
They go to Boston. They lose 2 out of 3. The 2 games they lose by a run in each of the 2 games that they drop. It felt like it was a little better, but it was still a long way to go from good. And the Dodgers are not trying for incremental progress. They're trying to be the Dodgers. They're trying to win the World Series. And they just feel, this is the word I keep coming back to, they feel a little stale right now. They just feel a little bit stale.
You got stale? I got playing like poo-poo.
Yeah, it's stale poo-poo. Yeah, basically.
Stale poo-poo.
Yeah.
That works.
You know when you haven't gone for a little while and then it's all stale after that? Yeah.
It's just a little harder.
Take it easy over there.
Just saying.
Drink your coffee.
Yeah.
But either way, that's kind of what they look like.
Yeah.
The most annoying thing to me yesterday was they were starting to be patient again. They had 9 walks.
Until they weren't.
9 walks.
Yeah.
And could not get anything in. They got those 3 runs, and that was it. And it wasn't like it was Conforto hitting a home run.
Yay.
He had a couple of doubles too. But for the most part, the 9 walks, you have to cash in on 9 walks. And that's what the disappointing thing is. They should have won that game going away, but they lost because they couldn't hit Walker Buehler.
Yeah.
Hey.
Which, love him. He's been bad this year. He gave up like 6 or 7 walks.
Well, look, here's the deal.
How dare you?
I love Walker Buehler too.
Yeah.
It was their opportunity to get healthy.
Yep.
It was their opportunity to get a guy that has not had a good year, that has been struggling, that did load the gun against himself, right? This is one of those, I'm putting myself in harm's way. You just got to knock me out of here.
Didn't do it.
And they couldn't do it. And that's what I mean by stale. They keep kind of finding a different way to not play well on any given night. On Saturday, they ran the bases poorly. They made 3 outs on the bases.
Yesterday.
They've struck out a bunch of times, or they don't get the hit with them. Yesterday, Miguel
Dave.
Rojas leads off the inning with a double off the monster. Nobody out, runner at second base. You're in a 1-run situation. It's like, okay, look,
Dave.
we got to get this guy in. And he doesn't even move. He's still at second base 3 outs later. And by the way, this is with Ohtani, Betts, and the meat of the order coming up, and nothing is. And I'm not saying that you put on a sacrifice with Shohei or anything like that. But what I'm saying is they're just not playing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just execute
better.
That's why come on, Dave.
Play
Come on, Dave.
the game, and they're just not. And one night, look, the good news is, they went through the entire weekend. Their bullpen didn't give up any runs.
Right.
That's a great achievement. It's an incredible.
Can you get it all together? Can
That's
you put
why
it
they're
all
stale.
together, please?
It's coming. I think it's starting to come. Even Dustin May was good until he gave up the 2-run home run to Bregman. He was getting strikeouts. He was putting guys away. The problem was he had I think it was the 3rd or 4th inning, might have been the 3rd inning, when Walker Buehler loaded the bases and then walked in Freddie Freeman, or walked Freddie Freeman to walk a base. The very next batter was Andy Pages. Swung on the first. He just walked 2 guys in a row and was over 30 pitches. Andy Pages, first pitch swinging, fly out to left, game. That was it. Inning over. And that's like,
sometimes they're too good to lay off.
The guy is giving away at bats.
Yes.
Just wait, be patient. Don't just swing at anything.
It's so hard.
But I want to be a hero.
When things are going bad.
Yeah.
When the team is scuffling.
Got to make something happen.
You're just trying to make something happen, get a big inning. And here's the thing. I'm with you. When you've walked a couple of guys, swinging at the first pitch, it sounds like a terrible idea. Unless you're trying to ambush the guy, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's like, I have to get ahead. Here comes a fastball. Here's going to come.
But
you better not miss it.
Yeah, you better not miss.
Do you think you could lay off a pitch you liked?
Oh, no, I'm not a good baseball player. So
Just saying. I don't know if I can lay off something that's right. That's my pitch.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
it was
Because
up,
if I get under this, it's going out.
right. It was up in the zone. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a middle where he's like, I had to.
That's the problem. I don't have a huge problem with trying to ambush a guy after walking a couple of people, but you better get the pitch you're looking for,
Right.
and you better hit it.
And you didn't.
And you did.
Yeah.
And to Greg's point, it wasn't a super hittable pitch. It was more of a pitcher's pitch than it was a cookie, and he missed it.
Yeah, and every slider or whatever pitch he was using after that was in the dirt. He couldn't find the zone. He was a mess. And so to just let him off the hook like that, you could see that was the problem. That right there was like, okay, you're not going anywhere.
All right, I think we got a couple of things that we can count on moving forward. That's coming up in just a little bit. Tune in Thursday, that is this Thursday, July 31st, as DeMarco and myself and Mason and Ireland will be broadcasting live from the Empire Strikers soccer camp at South Fontana Park. It's action-packed fun for all skill levels with the IE's own pro indoor team, the Empire Strikers. So we've got that coming up on Thursday.
I heard nothing of what you said because I was handed Arrowhead.
And then
okay.
First pitch is brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Arrowhead, nothing else. And my shoelaces caught in the chair. This is great.
Good luck. You might be stuck there the rest of the day.
I almost did. All right, you ready to go?
Yep.
1, 2.
Where's yours?
Right here.
Oh.
I'm still on caffeine.
Arrowhead Mountain
there you
Spring
go.
Water.
Nectar of the
Delicious.
gods.
We
Yes.
learned some important information yesterday and over the weekend for the Dodgers. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
This is the Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water first pitch on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else. More of first pitch next on 710.
Introducing Golden Hour, our new mango dragon fruit sparkling spring water. Arrowhead, straight from the West.
Today at 213-745-9911 to reserve your next table. We're open for lunch and dinner. Fleming's, where great steaks, good times. Call at 213-745-9911.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Page, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Page your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. This is the Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water first pitch with Greg Bergman, talking all things boys in blue and the Halos. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else. Let's get back to first pitch right now on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710.
This is great. You ready for this?
Hit me.
I wonder if Corporate Greg, Travis, and DeMarco are going to acknowledge Mike Trout's 1,000 RBIs.
Congrats.
Good job.
You're one of the best baseball players ever for
That's
a
all
10-year
you got
period.
for 1,000 RBI?
I would like one of them to have come in the playoffs.
You know that he was in the playoffs one time.
Yes, I do.
He went to 3 games.
No, I didn't say it. He said
He
it.
had
I'm just
one.
repeating it.
He had one hit.
Yeah.
It was a home
It
run.
was a homer.
It was a homer,
RBI.
but he got one hit in 3 playoff games.
Look,
1,000 RBI is what to you? That's great.
It's incredible.
That's incredible.
He's
Insane.
amazing.
Okay.
It is just a real shame that one of the great careers of the 21st century has been devoid of meaningful moments.
You know, it's worse
true.
because it's by choice. You could have gotten out of there.
DeMarco, I think
this is different.
I
Yes.
think you're spot on.
You could have left. Yes.
Had this been a situation where he could just free agency didn't exist and the ability to leave a team when you want to leave a team didn't exist, then you'd be like, it's just terrible luck. Just terrible luck.
True. Yes.
Right? But that's not what this is. This is he has chosen to stay there for a very long time. He's been the first 10 years of his career were as good as the best 10 years of anybody's career, but he has chosen to stay here and lose.
And I respect it. Okay, stay here and lose because he has every confidence his team will become a championship level squad. I said the same. But I said the same thing to Steven Jackson once.
Yeah.
I think you may need to leave here.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. He says, no, I'm going to do it here.
Okay. He's
right.
wrong, too.
So you have to respect that. But
no, I don't.
I think it becomes obvious that it's time to move on.
No, because it goes from being loyal to delusional. It's one thing.
Very true.
It's one thing if I'm thinking, hey, I'm going to give them he's been here nearly 15 years. In the previous 14, there hasn't been one moment where they looked good. So if you're like, oh, it's coming. Why?
Yeah.
Why would I believe that it's coming?
And you can call your shot in baseball. You can get out of there if you want.
Of course.
And you've talked about it a ton too. Like you had him and Shohei was playing both ways. He was pitching and hitting at the same time at an MVP level. If Trout wasn't the MVP, Shohei was the MVP. It would kind of go back and forth. So you had those two dudes. He's kind of like Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
That he wanted to stay in Portland. He did end up leaving, and he's back now because that's where he's comfortable.
Bashing Trout. You're bashing the Angels.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not Trout at all.
I'm with
all.
you.
It's 90-10.
Yes.
It's 90-10. It's 90% the Angels and 10% him for
Totally.
saying, look, Shohei, not a crazy person, said,
I'm
I've
not winning
seen
here.
6 years of this. No.
Deuces.
Bye. Yeah,
Right.
deuces. I'm out of here. And guess what happened? He won the World Series. And I'm
He's
not
got
saying
diamonds.
but he did the thing where I gave you 6 years. I won you 2 MVPs. I was the best player in baseball for a good chunk of this. You couldn't do anything.
I was
with
always
this.
shocked
I'm
he
outta
didn't
here.
come here.
Yeah.
Or come to the Dodgers.
Trout?
Yeah, he's right there. I
Right,
was
but
always shocked that he never came this way.
He has to be traded. Artie's not going to be trade anybody to the Dodgers.
No.
It's just not going to happen. So he'd have to leave as a free agent.
Phillies are the ones that always made the most sense. He grew up in South Jersey,
That would
which
make
is
sense.
across the river from Philly. But I don't think he wants the center of attention. I don't think that's something that's important to him. This goes back to Rob Manfred, who we'll talk about a little bit later on, saying that we've tried to market Mike Trout, and he doesn't want to do it. And that's Mike Trout's decision to not want to be the face of the sport. That's fine. But this is what you get. This is when everybody goes, really? Okay.
That's
like
wild.
it's just it's a
Somebody
weird deal
said
with
something
him.
about Jordan that struck me. He's got the record for Nike commercials, and he said 2 words in all of them.
Yeah.
Like he never says anything.
There's
Don't stand there, Mike Trout.
I believe there's a Hanes commercial where he's on an airplane and he doesn't say a word.
A word.
Not
Right, you could
one
have done-
word.
Yeah.
And he's still making so much
Now, if
money
he
off
doesn't
those
want to do
Hanes
that,
commercials.
all you got to do, Mike, is sit there.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Well,
But he
okay,
doesn't have
yeah.
a charisma and a presence like Jordan doesn't have to say anything. Just his presence in the room is like, wow. If Mike
that's
Trout,
Jordan.
you'd have to font him. You'd have to
True.
be like, oh, by the
Jordan's
way,
winning
everybody,
championships.
that's
Right.
Mike Trout.
Right.
Oh,
Cool. That's him?
He had maybe one of the best 10-year careers in baseball and in the history of baseball. So, that's
crazy.
that guy over there. But he's first ballot Hall of Famer. He's going to get in there no matter what.
99.7%.
No, yeah, no.
Except for one vote.
So who's going to be that one vote? That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow,
Either
same guy.
way.
All right, so the Dodgers lost Saturday and Sunday. Those are the games that Clayton Kershaw and Dustin May pitched in. Neither one of them pitched poorly in those games,
No.
but I think there was a really good. Oh, right. It was a helpful reminder that those guys are break glass in case of emergency guys in the postseason, as opposed to we're going to rely on them in the postseason, because when they both got in trouble, neither one of them are able to wiggle off the hook. Ohtani can just reach back, strike a bunch of guys out.
Yep.
Glasnow can reach back, strike a bunch of guys out. Yamamoto the same way. When Snell comes back this week, it looks like, he's one of those
Tampa
guys
Bay.
that can just kind of come back and take care of himself.
This weekend.
This weekend, okay.
So Kershaw is so smart, so skilled, so this, that, and the other, but it's just when he's not razor sharp, you're just holding your breath. May has never been the guy that just, all right, I'll just get out of here with stuff. He just doesn't have that thing. And I think that this game against the last two games against Boston was really clarifying as to, oh, yeah, right. You need to kind of elevate in the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, Dustin May, I thought he actually pitched pretty well.
Yeah.
He gave up the hit to Bregman, but he had more swing and miss yesterday than I've seen from him in a little bit. He looked better. But as your 5th, 6th, 7th starter, he's giving up 4 runs, kind of what you expect. You know, he got you through 5. He did what he was supposed to do. But to your point, that's not going to get it done in the postseason.
He was fine. It just was.
He was fine.
It's never the okay. We're going to be bases loaded and 1 out with Shohei Ohtani on the mound. I mean, we're okay.
We're going to get out of it.
We're okay. He's going to strike. We're going to get those moments. And I get it. Comparing guys to Ohtani and Glasnow, it's probably an unfair comparison. But it would be nice to see him have a little bit more of that. I'll figure this out in real time. Like Walker Buehler, even last year, despite struggling and having all sorts of bad, and then all of a sudden, when it came down to the moment, he kind of would dig deep and find a way to get it done. And I don't have the faith in May to do that.
No, absolutely not. And I mean, to be honest, you love
put
Kershaw.
Him in the situation, let's see.
Well,
no,
I'm not putting him in the game.
I'm just saying.
Game 5.
Because I wouldn't have put Walker Buehler there either.
No,
and he showed up.
Here's the difference.
Right.
In the simulator, he keeps hitting the fake mountain. I'm not going to give him the real plane.
I got you, but,
So
you never
Walker
know.
Buehler in the real plane completed the mission.
This is true.
And so,
And
Walker
Buehler was fantastic just 2 days before. So what was it, Game 3? He was fantastic in Game 3.
Surprised us all.
Yeah,
and
then
he's got that thing.
Yes.
He's got the thing where
it's a big moment.
It's why Joe Kelly having a workout with the Dodgers this week is interesting. It's not because he's going to be great. Maybe he is. I hope he is.
Yeah.
But it's, you put Joe Kelly out there, okay, let's see what happens next.
Right.
Like, he's not going to be scared. He might start a fight. He
might pout at you.
Let's see what happens.
There's an aura of danger.
Yeah.
There's a little of the unknown.
Unpredictability.
Thank you. That's
I don't
what
know.
I mean.
I don't even know if it's an aura. It's got fear.
It's
a straight
something.
fear
Yes,
that he
yes.
might hit you in the head.
Right.
Because he just lost the ball. It's
If
not
he
on
came
purpose.
in here and started shooting us with water guns, I wouldn't be surprised.
But your
He's that
point
guy.
is Kershaw. Do you feel safe with Kershaw in that point in a postseason game? I don't either.
Because he can't strike guys out anymore.
I mean, at a low level.
I'm talking to where I got it. You saw it, and this is probably a little unfair, but I think it's good representation. When he was trying to strike guys out against the White Sox, he was struggling a little bit. And he even said, he goes, this is why you don't try to strike guys out. They just kind of happen along the way. But sometimes when you get in situations, you need a strikeout. Tyler Glasnow's got the stuff to do it. Ohtani's got the stuff to do it. Yamamoto's got the stuff to do it.
Blake Snell.
Kershaw is more of a, I got to set you up and get you to go off the. It's a much bigger ask.
Better behind him, your opinion might be a little bit different.
I'm talking about
right.
just pure stuff. Can he win you a game? Of course he can.
Yeah.
And I think it was his first loss of the season.
I think
as
it
far
was
as
second. The one before. Was,
but he's just. It's one of these
zero margin for error.
I need you to reach back and just light a guy up.
You don't got that.
Not there anymore.
That was old Kershaw. It's not going to be that.
Yeah.
But that's also why this trade deadline that's coming up on Thursday is a very strange trade deadline because think about it this way. I know that they're going to do something. I hope they do something.
Bat or arm
They
for
will.
you?
Both. I think they get both. I think
Bat
they get
or arm
relief
for you
pitching,
too?
and I think they get an outfielder.
What are you looking
Good
at?
question. It's a really good. I changed my opinion in the last 3 or 4 days.
What were you before?
I was bullpen, then a bat, and now I'm
Now
bat.
you're bat,
and
now
then-
I'm bat,
okay.
and then bullpen.
And the reason why I think I like that one too, because the reason is we talked about it last week. You're bringing so many guys back. If you sit at the trade deadline, you're getting Max Muncy, Blake Snell, Blake Trinan, who else?
Gratterall, maybe.
Gratterall, possibly.
You're getting
Michael
arms
Kopech,
back.
possibly. Tanner Scott, possibly. So at that point, you're looking and you go, okay, this is our trade deadline that we're
Right.
bringing these guys in. That's better than 90% of the teams out there is going to get.
Why can't you? And why is it so hard to flip guys like May to the bullpen?
Well,
he's done it before.
Why is that an issue?
Why do I think it's an issue?
Yes.
Because he doesn't throw enough strikes.
Right.
Because he doesn't have that we're okay in high leverage situations feel to him. Like is his stuff better than Alex Vezia's? Absolutely. But Vezina comes in there with them knocking along. But, it's like, I got this. Like, Vezina goes in there with that energy of, I'm getting out of this. And he frequently does. Bonda comes in there, and they've been relief guys. They know how to do this. But May comes in there tentative. Like, when he's really good, it's usually where he kind of eases into the game. And then by the 4th or 5th inning, you're like, oh, he's dealing tonight. But it's very rare that he just comes out and bang, bang, bang. And that every inning in the postseason.
I'm just saying.
No. It's a terrible role for him.
You think?
I think it's a horrible idea.
Oh, okay. Where is he going to fit in as a starter?
He's not. That's the point. He is exceptionally expendable.
He's also on a walkaway. He's a walkaway free agent at the end of the year. So he's a rental for anybody. He's a rental basically for the Dodgers. Right. He doesn't have swing and miss stuff.
You cannot walk guys out of the bullpen. You just can't do it.
No.
That's why Kirby Yates is like, all right, you can't do it. You can't do it because now one hit beats me. Alex Vezina, you got to get 3 hits to get a run off him. Okay, That's hard to do. If I walk 2 guys, now I need 1 hit. And they're going to get a hit at every
You think he starts for someplace else?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a starter in someone's rotation, just not here.
For sure.
Okay. You just have a surplus here.
The 29 other teams would love – the Dodgers would love to keep him, but they don't have a place for him.
And you have other guys behind him, too, like the Emmett Sheehan's. River Ryan's going to be coming back at some point. Gavin Stone.
There's a bunch of guys.
I mean, Bobby Miller is going to be put into the bullpen so that he could possibly be someone as bullpen arm coming out.
Tony Gonsolin.
I do wonder what May would look like coming out of the bullpen if he was just completely ramped up to where he comes out. He's like, I'm going to throw 100 miles an hour instead of trying to ease myself in and like throw 95, 96 and then kind of get to a certain point because he can't. When he comes out, he's like, I got 1 inning. I'm going to give you everything I got. And he gets all that movement at 100 miles an hour.
It could be a role for you.
But also, is it worth the risk if he's going to walk away free agent? Shouldn't you try and get something for that? So I think that's where it comes with May.
Of course
I would.
Right.
I would. I think you have as weird as it for the season going the way that it has, with so many injuries in your starting rotation. Oddly, they have an incredible surplus of starting pitchers, and I think he could. Not going to get you a ton because of what Greg said. He's up at the end of the year, so you're going to have to pay him if you want to keep him.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not. It's not like you're going to get a huge haul coming back, but you might be able to flip him for something.
Yeah, you might be able to get.
And if I'm not, it's like one of those things. If I'm not using it, somebody else might.
That's fair.
Yeah,
especially at the deadline, definitely. But I just wonder, like, going forward, how do you see his career? Like, is he going to be a starter someplace else?
Yes.
Okay, then fine.
I think.
But if you wanted to stay and keep him, can you flip him to that role?
I think that's it.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody got in shape this summer. It's coming up next. It's Trout and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
And First Pitch is always brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Thank you to Arrowhead. We love your water. And this is the Lemon Sunshine Squeeze, DeMarco.
Yes.
Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Nothing else.
Rams football is coming. All the sights and sounds of training camp on ESPN LA.
We're stretching down here. Crank that music. Let's go.
Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
And we are back at LMU for another week of Rams training camp.
We're all running the stucco concept, so we're running scout route.
Don't miss Scott Kaplan, Beto Duran, and producer Lindsay Baseball live from Rams training camp today at 3 p.m. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
On your home for Rams football.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. It's time for Rams training camp.
Sedano and Cap live from Rams training camp today at 3.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Your next Subaru is waiting for you at Subaru of Glendale. Check this out. Lease a new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness CBT with power moonroof, Harman Kardon speaker system, and a 10-way power driver seat for just $319 a month plus tax for 36 months. One at this payment, S37-35805, MSRP $37,764, $33.99 due at signing. Call 888-855-6434 or check out SubaruofGlendale.net. On approved tier 1 credit through Subaru Motors Finance. No security deposit, 10,000 miles a year. Model code SRI-23.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Is this? Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Outcast. This was the cut. I like the way you move. No?
I'm not saying yes or no. I did.
You weren't in the clubs? Come on.
No, it's a safe bet to assume I was not in the clubs.
Come on.
Yeah, this is fine.
You didn't bump this?
No,
Oh.
I've never bumped this.
This is Big Boy. Yes, sir.
I've not
Man.
bumped this.
This was
along
the
the way.
Love Below, and what was the other part?
Yeah,
the Love Below and
something box.
Speaker Box.
Speaker Box.
Speaker Box and
Speaker
the Love
Box
Below.
There's a
So they
two-
were a
two
rap
CDs.
group, a
Yeah.
duo,
Mm-hmm.
and then they came out with, like, the Beatles had different albums. They came out with two separate albums, The Love Below and Speaker Box. And this
Okay.
was the hit song
Oh,
from...
I've heard this.
No, Speaker
Below.
Box.
Speaker Box.
This
yeah,
was
yeah,
the hit song from Speaker Box. This is Big Boy.
This part reminds me.
Yeah. It was everywhere.
Yeah, no, I know this one. I know this one.
Way. Yes.
Tune in Wednesday, July 30th, just a couple of days from now. Sedano and Cap, where Cap, Morales, Lindsay will be back at SeaWorld San Diego, broadcasting live. Catch the new Jellyfish exhibit, the reimagined Journey to Atlantis ride, and the all-summer spectacular fun SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
So glad you said exhibit. Oh, I thought you meant you can go in there and touch jellyfish.
No, I don't think we want to do that,
Yeah,
right?
put your
Jellyfish
hand-
are
Touch stingrays.
real. They're interesting, but they're kind of gross.
Yeah.
They're fun to look at, but when you've been, I'm sure you've been in the ocean where you see them, you're like,
They're kind of weird, or they're at the piers
slimy.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
What did you say?
You can touch stingrays.
Yeah, you can. Yes.
They take the little thing off, right?
I don't know if it was a stingray, but one of those rays bit my fingers on a cruise. And we went to this little stingray thing where you get in this little pool, and there's all these stingrays around. There's a handler, and they give you the shrimp, and they tell you how to hold it. You have to hold it with your fingers up because the mouth on the stingray is underneath.
Right.
It's going to roll over the top and kind of suck it in and roll on.
Okay.
And you're supposed to, like, let go or not let go anyway. And they said, don't panic. Well, this thing comes over, and of course, what do? I freaking panic. So I don't let go, and the little teeth came out and bit me for a second. It was just weird. But it felt like our teeth. It wasn't sharp. It just felt like your kid bit you or something.
You know what? I just think as a general rule, I'm cool with not feeding animals. Just like I'm just if I want to open up a can of dog food and put it in the bowl, that's about
That's
as
cool.
far as I'm going to go. But
Come on. I
like
got
this-
to hold a dolphin, too.
and
It was
I'm sure-
awesome.
Here, feed that horse a carrot or sugar. I'm sure it's fine, but I don't want to get
You don't
bit by
want to see
Mr.
a horse
Ed.
eat an apple in front of you?
No,
That's
I
kinda
just
cool.
here, put it in the bucket and I'll hold the bucket up there, and the horse can eat the apples out of the bucket.
And we all know the cure for jellyfish stings, right?
Pee.
Yeah. But
I mean, you didn't have to get to it so
you
fast.
can
Yeah.
also use like caffeine-free Diet Coke. That's what my family did. So
Pour it
in
on
Hilton Head, there's a lot of jellyfish, and so there's one summer where everybody got jellyfish stung. If you went into the water,
You ever
at
got
all,
stung?
You
Stung?
can put Diet Coke, caffeine-free Diet Coke, on your leg, and it works.
You ever
Same way.
have you ever been stung by a jellyfish?
I haven't. My sisters have, but no one whipped out the pee. Y'all just use the Diet
How
Coke.
bad did she
But
say
who's
it
carrying
hurt?
around? That's a very specific type of Coke.
My family had a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
caffeine-free
I
Diet
can
Coke.
tell you,
This
in
is
my
true.
entire lifetime, I have never had a caffeine-free Diet Coke just nearby.
On hand.
I have no idea if a regular Diet Coke would work, but I
Yeah.
do just remember that we use a lot of caffeine-free
Yeah.
Diet Coke.
Did she like scream? It hurts so bad.
Well, yeah, it hurts a lot.
Oh, okay. I'd never been around anybody that got stoned.
Yeah, they have the rays down the stingrays,
Yeah.
right? So you're supposed to shuffle your feet when you go in, so they'll just swim away. As opposed to if you step on and they whap, and
They whap
they
you.
get
Okay.
you. Yeah,
No.
so
never been
that happens all the
stung. I
time.
got stung by a bee once, and that hurt like
Oh,
hell.
that does hurt.
Yeah.
That does hurt. I want to get into Happy Gilmore 2, which you saw, which I saw.
Yes!
But Luca got skinny, and there's a bunch of pictures. There's a lot of conflicting emotions in my head right now
Why?
because I don't know where to go next.
I like the pictures of Luca. This is
Yeah,
exactly
that's
what I
no,
need
no.
to see.
Do you want
This
to
is
do
good
Luca
visual.
or Happy Gilmore? That's what I'm saying.
I'd seen skinny Luca is a good thing. It's,
yeah.
it's almost, and I was thinking of Emily. This is almost like when you know a movie's coming, and you see like your favorite actor in character walking to the set, and you get so excited for it. Like, wow, he really looks like that guy. I can't wait to see this movie. Skinny Luca, I didn't know that was possible. I've never seen that guy before. I thought it was in there. Now I get to see it.
He looks great.
He looks fantastic.
Yeah,
Yes.
he looks quite frankly, if this is even possible, I'll take this version.
Laker-like?
No, he looks almost too thin. He almost looks slight. Like he went from being a big stout guy that was a little soft, had a little extra neck meat,
Yes.
had like those things to, dude, eat something.
Right.
Yeah, like let's do a little heavier weight, fewer reps, heavier weight kind of situation.
I want to see him on the floor with this new body and see what it turns into.
Yeah,
because
he looks great.
What if, this is just me spitballing. What if it turned into a Kevin Durant type? Like his game evolves into that. You're that skinny, that big, that whatever you can do, that sort of stuff. Or he turns into like a Dirk. But I assume with less body mass means less banging for him. But he was never a bang body anyway.
He's like it's not banging like you think about like a Karl Malone
It's
or
old
a
man
Charles.
positioning
It's
stuff.
more I'm going to keep you on my hip so I
Right.
know where you are. But I think what it is, it'll help him defensively. It'll help him throughout the course of the season. It may allow him to just feel a little crisper and fresher along the way. That we can at least hopefully eliminate but you're out of shape. Like if he comes in and he's in shape and he gets hurt, it's like, okay,
Right.
just bad luck. Or if he comes in and he can't play defense, just okay, he's not a great
I
defender,
don't
but
think
we
he's
can
ever going to
take that off the table.
I don't think he's ever going to be a great defensive player no matter what he does. But what he can do is keep himself healthy so he can keep up the scoring output to where defense is still secondary.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like he doesn't need to be a lockdown dude. He can just keep scoring into the fourth.
He looks like
Yes.
He looks like how he did in his rookie season. And we're talking about this because he's featured in a Men's Health magazine article, and he talked about his off-season training. And let me just tell you about what he was consuming in his off-season training. He's has 2-a-days in Croatia, which is where he's been vacationing every year since he's been a rookie. And he's sticking to a gluten-free, low-sugar diet, which includes at least 250 grams of protein and one almond milk-fused shake of the day. So I feel like that's it's like the natural Ozempic to get it all
so good.
super skinny.
That is a healthy diet. That is absolutely perfect. You can tell that's prescribed and studied. So if he's been doing that plus 2-a-days, then why do you look the way you look? Seriously, if you follow this diet, and I really do, I believe him that he does 2-a-days and he eats
I do
like
too.
this, then why do you look the way you look?
He looks great.
Now he does,
Yeah.
but before.
Oh,
So
I don't think he was doing it before.
I think he was. I
No,
think
he wasn't.
I think there was I think he was.
I read the article,
Yeah.
and it was talking about how it changed this offseason. This diet changed this offseason. He had lack of discipline from the lack of like Team LUKA around him
Oh,
when he was
really?
with Mavericks.
Well,
So
there you go
In the
then.
article, it talks about how this offseason specifically, he really dived into the diet of it all.
The diet portion of this. So when she was just reading that, right? He's gone to a low sugar, gluten free diet. Okay.
He's gone to the diet.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yes.
I just Googled, is there gluten in beer? Okay,
And?
I want to read you the answer. Okay. Yes. Most traditional beers contain gluten. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, rye, and barley, which are commonly used as grains in beer production.
Didn't they take a beer from his hand in Dallas?
So let me just put this out there. As someone who likes beer,
okay,
as someone who has had a lot of beers maybe more often than you should, as
Beers.
someone who has been out of shape
drink
for
beer.
a good choice.
Yeah.
There is a certain puffiness that comes with drinking beer. There is a certain neck chub that comes with drinking beer. There's a certain doughiness that comes with drinking beer that he appears to have not have anymore.
Right.
And a gluten-free diet could be a beer-free diet.
Knock out the beer,
right?
man.
Because
Yes.
if I'm doing gluten-free, well, beer's off the table because beer's got gluten. And this looks like somebody that not only is eating better, that not only has upped their exercise, that not only is training a couple of times a day. This looks like somebody who has said, you know what, I'm going to chill on the beer for a second. It just, and I'm just totally anecdotal. I'm just looking at, I know a beer face when I see one.
Right.
And he had a beer face. And this is the new pictures of Luka do not look like a beer drinking sort of guy.
He seems like a dude that's in a contract year or whatever. When
Yeah.
guys just pop out of nowhere and change their bodies and really get into it because there's money at stake. And I'm thinking, like, does he have a lot at stake? Besides the embarrassment of flaming out in Los Angeles, which I think might be okay following LeBron, because you can always just blame him. You can just blame everything, your failures on LeBron, and people will buy it, or it will come back to him anyway. But can you actually lose out on anything if you fail here?
Well, he already has lost out on the max amount of money available because once they traded him from Dallas,
He's already lost money.
That giant contract was off the table.
Right.
Now he's in LA, and he can still get a giant contract, but it's less giant than the one he could have signed in Dallas.
So let's talk about the less giant contract,
Yes.
the one he can still get.
Yes.
Is there
As of this Saturday, he can sign the extension with the Lakers.
There's
Right.
no way he loses that. There's no way that he can miss out on that.
No, not really.
Okay.
I mean, barring a complete catastrophe. The second he's eligible to sign that, the Lakers will offer it to
If
him.
he falls on his face, what happens to Luka?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. There's gotta be more.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
I mean, in the article, he talks about how this last season, was the worst in Luka's career. He felt as if it was the worst in his career. This offseason, went into this being, this will never happen again. He said, his manager said, like, literally the day after the Lakers were eliminated, he called, texted everybody, I'm training as hard as I can this summer, and he got on the trip to Croatia.
It is.
That's dope.
Is almost seemingly having this, like, you remember when Shaq was traded from the Lakers, and it was always this, he's not in shape, he doesn't take his conditioning seriously, and then he got into really good shape that offseason.
He got in better
we could
shape.
be witnessing that version of Luka, like potentially
Shaq got
an
in
MVP.
better shape in Miami.
Oh, sure he
Yeah,
did.
he got in better shape.
Sure he did.
Not like Orlando Magic Shaq, like that Shaq
No, but
shape,
he was 10 years older, so just bigger and thicker and heavier.
Bigger Shaq.
But look, this is really good news. There's almost no downside to this at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, what happens with the new body? What happens after that? We'll pick that up at 10 o'clock after we talk about Happy Gilmore 2. Coming up next is The Far Side. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
You know that feeling, you're finally asleep, deep in a dream. I had a great dream last night. I'm starting to have football dreams, Travis. That means, like I said, we're getting close. And bam, out of nowhere, the leg just seizes up from the calf all the way up to your butt. Feels like you just ran a fourth quarter sprint. Played through pain before, a lot of pain, but a 3 a.m. leg cramp, I can't. I will tap out. That's next level. Leg cramps used to wake me up out of a deep sleep, and I'd be pacing around half awake trying to shake that thing off. That's not good sleep. That is not rest. That's not recovery. That's a midnight freaking workout I did not sign up for. So now I don't mess around. I keep Hyland's leg cramps PM right there on the nightstand. If a cramp hits, the quick dissolving tablets go to work immediately. No water needed, no groggy side effects, just fast, effective relief, and it lets me sleep throughout the night without that stupid Charlie horse surprise. Because real rest is what matters. That is the greatest PED known to man. Good sleep means good day the next day. So do yourself a favor, take back your night, and get the sleep your body needs. Pick up Hyland's Leg Cramps PM today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Hyland Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah, tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Discover Big League Hydration with Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, delivering refreshment all season long.
Sourced from carefully selected springs right here in the West, Arrowhead is crisp, refreshing, and complete with naturally occurring minerals. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, the official water of Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Cappy here to tell you about my great friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. I'm a huge fan for so many reasons. The safety, technology, versatility, reliability, and they're all about the Subaru Love Promise. The cars are spacious and sporty. You got to go see my boy Omar and his team at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. They're focused on your needs, and they're the most knowledgeable people when it comes to getting you into the right Subaru. Ocean Subaru, 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, just off the 91 freeway. Go to OceanSubaruOC.com. That's OceanSubaruOC.com. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius, or two half-geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
If something happens to you, what happens to your family? Will they struggle financially? Will they be able to afford the home you built together? With Ethos, you can get life insurance coverage in minutes. Get up to $2 million in coverage for as little as $2 a day. All online with no medical exam. Just answer a few health questions. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Rates may vary. Billed monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far side.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
All right, we'll get to the far side in 10 seconds. Just a little breaking news from ESPN's Jeff Passan. Cleveland Guardians closer Emmanuel Clase has been placed on the non-disciplinary paid leave as part of MLB's sports betting investigation, sources tell ESPN. Clase is the second Guardians pitcher on leave tied to the investigation, joining right-hander Luis Ortiz.
Oh, my God. Wow.
So Clase is being put on ice while they look into a gambling situation.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Are these dudes betting on baseball?
I don't know.
I mean, okay, so I'm reading through this as that came through, and somebody makes the joke. I don't know if it's a joke. It's a picture of a dude getting beamed in the head.
Okay.
And the caption is, will a batter be hit in the head minus 7,000? And it says, Class A, I got you. Boom. So, really, can you bet on that? You can bet on literally anything. First pitch strike, first pitch ball, first pitch is going to hit the guy.
I don't know if you could bet first pitch HBP. Maybe you could. I don't know. But, yeah, there's not too many things that you can't find a line on.
Well, dang. I mean, if that's the truth, I used to hear this, and it was free money, and I hope I'm not getting anyone in trouble with the FBI. But when they started betting on the color of the Gatorade.
Sure.
Well, you know who controls that, right?
The team manager?
Either the equipment guys or the trainers, the guys that make that stuff up.
Right.
Well, you're inviting them to gamble or inviting corruption. They know. No one else does. So it's like an easy way to make money. So I hope these guys aren't violating the integrity of the sport
let me just
by gambling. You're making enough money as it is.
We can talk about this coming up in a little bit.
Yeah.
But the fact that they pulled him off the field is not a good sign. That is not hey, we're cool, but in the meantime, you don't get to play anymore.
I would have, we said this before about something else. If you want something to stop, you have to have zero tolerance. If there's any sort of indication or anything, you have to snatch that guy off the field.
Yeah, well,
and then make an example out of the dude to make sure that no one else is doing it.
Yeah,
that's just the way it goes.
It's a very complicated issue all of a sudden.
Okay, we're going to get back to that, right?
Yeah,
okay, that
sure.
just pisses me off. If I ever found out a teammate, what's that guy's name from Major League?
Which
Dorn.
One? Oh, Roger Dorn.
If I ever had a Roger Dorn, yes.
What do you want me to do? Dive for it?
Yes, bro. Jake Taylor should have thrown him out of a freaking window. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. Was it last Friday, when I told you Peter King, the great Peter King, called me?
Yeah.
And he's doing a story about his 40 years covering the NFL.
Okay.
Which is awesome. And he wants to talk about the slice of the Rams, when the Rams ruled the planet.
Greatest show on turf.
Yeah, the start and the fall. Where it began. It began like 5 years before we actually won. And then it ended faster than we thought. Like Kurt Warner went from MVP of this team to cut in 3 years.
Crazy.
Nuts. And when they lost to the Patriots, Tom Brady, that was I think they won one other playoff game until McVay showed up.
That's so hard to believe.
And at its zenith, this was like the greatest offense we've ever seen. And it just, wow. So we were going over that stuff and talking about it, and you asked me this: who would be today's Peter King?
Right.
Okay, so I took that to Rams training camp, and I started asking scribes and journalists. I talked to Peter King and all this type of stuff, and, they all had great things to say about Peter King. I said, who would be today's Peter King? No answer.
Yeah, I don't think there is one.
Right.
That Peter King was the NFL writer of the late 90s, early 2000s, where every Monday you'd read Monday Morning Quarterback.
You waited for his stuff.
It was
yes.
super long, super detailed, interesting, funny, insightful, all of these things. But it was written, and now you just don't have a ton of written stuff that's general, but also deeply interesting. There's some very specific guys that write about it, but it's about deep inside numbers and things like that. I don't think there is a Peter King right now.
Might be Albert Breer, but his range isn't quite as much as King was.
You're going to love this. Okay, so, and I was talking to Gary and Stu about this, and we said maybe everything else has changed. But Peter King, back in the day, he was the guy that turned the page from week 1 to week 2. He encapsulate what just happened and then tell you what's going to happen, and then keep your eye on this here. So the name that did come up about the next and could be the next Peter King. Now, mind you, there was no name except for one, but it wasn't that many times.
Hit me.
Jordan Rodriguez.
Oh.
Right. That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Like somebody who can encapsulate the game, who you can tell deeply loves it.
Yeah, for sure.
Has a passion for it.
What made King so interesting was that when he would show up to your team, yours is a big deal.
It changed everything.
This is
Peter
how
King.
you know this is a big deal. Peter King's here.
Yes.
Peter King is covering this. That's how you knew what it is. I mean, there are a ton of great NFL. Sam Farmer for the LA Times is great at covering the NFL.
I didn't get everybody. I'm still taking my unofficial straw poll.
But there was the national NFL writers. Like Peter King was on a level all of his own.
I felt like a short Richard because I'm asking professional writers, hey, who do you think is the best writer in the world?
Yeah.
Obviously, they think they are. But it was just weird. Yet to be determined, still going, but I thought that was cool.
And I think just the biggest names right now in football are like breaking news reporters. So it's
that's what I
Dan
said.
Orsini and Adam Schefter and Rappaport. Those are the guys that might be like the biggest names in sort of sports journalism with football.
They're brokers in information, and they're very, very good at it.
Yeah.
But Peter would offer analysis about what it meant.
But that might be where the game is.
Yeah.
It changed.
Yeah.
And that's funny. I'm having this conversation about Peter King, and Jay Glazer was like 10 yards from me. I'm like, I think that might be the guy. You never know. But Peter King had me thinking about something, that slice of life, and it was so funny. The Niners had beaten our head in for like 13 straight weeks, and we were 5-1, they were 5-1, and they were coming to St. Louis to play us, and we thought we were pretty good. This is the embryo stage of what became the greatest show on turf, because he asked Isaac about it, and we thought we were pretty good. We got beat 44-10.
Oof.
In Busch Stadium.
Oof.
Yeah, it was annihilating, and it was the first time I think I got the only sack in the game. It was on 3rd and 14. And I didn't celebrate.
Yeah.
I just got up and ran off the
you're
field.
behind by 34 points.
And the sports writer of St. Louis saw that and came and asked me about it. Like, why didn't you get up and celebrate? I said, there's nothing to celebrate. We're getting our ass kicked.
Yeah.
Let's just move on from there. So that built in.
Was it Brian Burwell?
No, it was
Bernie
Miklasz. Bernie Miklasz,
Yeah.
yes. And that built in to us getting better, getting the right guys, and it built into the greatest show. But I hadn't thought about that in a while. Ken Norton punched them damn goalposts twice. Yeah, he 2 interceptions for touchdowns in one game. It was
that'll do it.
Guess who started for them at quarterback?
For the Niners?
For the Niners.
Jeff Garcia?
Elvis freaking Gerbach.
Elvis Gerbach.
Even worse.
Okay.
Right,
Elvis
and beat us
Gerbach.
44-10.
Yeah.
So, yes.
My next best was going to be Steve Bono.
Actually, Steve Bono was a teammate of mine. I love Steve Bono.
Was Steve Bono a Ram?
I never told you this story.
I don't think
so.
so.
Oh, my God. Okay, so this is during the Tony Banks era.
Okay.
Same era, right?
Yeah.
So we're depending on a kid from Michigan State with a rocket arm to come in and be our savior, with a coordinator that was from Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Yeah, he said different. They were seeing the world different.
It's just not going to work out. So Bones was our backup, and I used to drive him to the Dome.
Okay.
We weren't friends. We never even communicated. He just didn't want to drive. So, come on, man, I'll give you a ride. So on the way over, I am begging him, because you are a veteran. You played for the Niners. You know what it takes to beat these dudes. Please take over this team. Please become our leader. He looked me square in the face and said, DeMarco, I'm not the answer.
You know what? I like Steve Bono.
Oh, my God, come
anybody
on.
that's that self-aware, I dig that
My
a
man.
lot.
Yes,
Happy
sir.
Gilmore 2. I think we're going to have a good conversation. It's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Rams football is coming. All the sights and sounds of training camp on ESPN LA.
We're stretching down here. Crank that music. Let's go.
Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
And we are back at LMU for another week of Rams training camp.
We're all running the stucco concept, so we're running scout route.
Don't miss Scott Kaplan, Benno Duran, and producer Lindsay Baseball live from Rams training camp today at 3 p.m. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
On your home for Rams football.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. It's time for Rams training camp.
Sedano and Cap live from Rams training camp today at 3.
Have you checked out the new Park West Bicycle Casino? Only 9 miles from downtown LA, right off the 710. The bike has been reimagined with new ownership, renovations, and 200 table games. ESPN listeners get $30 in match play when they walk in and say, Cappy sent me. Park West Bicycle Casino. Real cards, real prizes, real close.
Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. GER-0021291, 001289, 001292. PSIS license number 1358.
Slow drain, dips in water pressure? Call the experts at NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Get your stubborn drain working again with NextGen's expert drain clearing for just $88. Call 833-3NEXTGen or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com. CSLB number 1011173.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah, tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason in Ireland is next at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
All right, you know what job I'd be really good at, Emily? Peanut vendor. I'd throw them behind my back and turn them, peanuts, who needs peanuts? And I'd be loud.
Yes.
I'm loud to everybody else. I'm obnoxious.
Yes.
I got a good arm. I can whip peanuts at you from...
How are you with stairs?
Great.
A lot of stairs.
Why not?
Okay.
Let's go.
The OGs of LA Sports Talk.
Mason and Ireland on 710. 710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Yeah, that song's in the movie. There's a whole bunch of nostalgia for Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, yeah, okay. I loved it. I had a blast.
Okay, yes.
Wasn't it nice catching up with Happy?
Yes.
Seeing what happened?
Yes.
Come on. Tell me the plot twist scenario
Look,
didn't blow your mind.
I liked it. Okay,
Yes.
I had a really good time and I laughed a ton. Okay, I think his sons are incredibly funny.
Yes.
The way that they use his sons in this movie are terrific.
I love the family stuff.
The family
Yes.
stuff was great.
Yes.
The flashbacks to the old stuff was really good. The kind of the twist on the live thing is interesting. The rival golf tour and how they do all of that. Maxi golf. Thank
Yes.
you. The cameos are terrific.
They're
Travis
everywhere.
Kelce and Post Malone
Yes.
and Bad Bunny and
How do
just
you think Travis Kelce did?
fine.
He did pretty good.
Yeah,
right?
no, almost without exception. Eminem was the one that's like,
Okay.
that wasn't great.
Yeah,
he was just okay.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
who cares? It's Eminem. He's in
Right.
the movie. I really liked it. I watched it with my son Michael. We had a great time. We laughed. It was very funny. It's just that the movie isn't good. Like it's just, but it's not. It doesn't need
It's
to
not.
be.
It's Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Does.
Yeah.
There are so many times where I laughed out loud watching
Yes.
this thing. I am thrilled that they
Okay.
made it. I wasn't bored. It was
fun.
John Daly's
So,
really funny.
In the era of the Fast and the Furious, where you could drive a car from space, land it on a freeway, and drive it. Okay. And going into Tom Cruise Mission Impossible stuff. I know
Sure.
he's doing his own stunts, but some of that stuff is like, come on, really?
Yeah.
You're right. So this is fun. Maxi Golf was hilarious. I like the whole message of it. You know, Happy Gilmore is defending tradition.
It was a
Right.
bit of a twist that he's the
That
old
was
guard in this
awesome.
thing.
Yes,
It's great.
and the people that were in it, and I thought the old golfers, they all did great. The current golfers,
Okay,
all made fun of themselves.
I know you're not a huge like PGA Tour fan. You don't watch a ton of it, but there were a couple of cameos that were like, "Oh my God, he's really funny." And when you watch him,
Which one?
Xander Schauffele.
Which one is that?
He's playing Xander Schauffele. So he's dark hair, short haircut, and he's the one about having a fork up his, what?
Okay, funny. Okay, yes.
Xander Schauffele is a stiff. His public persona is that he's a huge stiff. Scotty Scheffler,
Oh my
whose
God.
persona is he's a huge stiff, was really, really
That's
funny.
the dude that got arrested. Right?
Yes, and
Oh
he won't
my
leave
God,
jail.
That
It's
was
because
hilarious.
he likes jail.
No, I'm in real life. That's the guy that got arrested. That was hilarious.
But when he has the line, well, here we go again.
Yeah, I know
that
the
was
routine.
really funny. Like the plot of the movie is almost irrelevant to what is happening. There's a bunch of good gags. Sandler's really funny. His kids are really funny.
What's the dude's name?
cameos
Xander
are really
who?
Schauffele.
Schauffele. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah, and Schauffele and Scheffler. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Schauffele and Scheffler.
Now, him I know. Okay.
Were
Schauffele.
really, really funny from two people you would not expect to be funny at all.
Schauffele was that's what she said.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was him.
and
That
he
was
delivers
him.
it in a way where you would think like he would think that's
That's
funny
what he
when
could-
it's not funny, so it
Yes.
makes it funny.
He was making me laugh. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
I
What about
liked it.
Bad
yes.
Bunny and Travis Kelce?
Bad Bunny was. I thought of the. So Bad Bunny was in it more than most of the other people that had cameos.
He had
He's-
a role.
Caddy, right?
Yeah.
He's Happy's caddy.
He
He's
got
great.
fired by Kelsey.
Yeah, he got fired because Kelsey treats him like at the restaurant, and the way he carries the golf bag is just hilarious.
Yes.
He doesn't
Like a
use the
baby.
strap over his shoulder. He carries it like he's carrying a medicine ball.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
I liked Happy's Happy Place. Okay, Bad Bunny's Happy Place kind of guy. That was weird with the honey and Kelsey. That was weird.
It
That was weird.
really
Little bit
funny.
Right, and you got to take that to the locker room, Travis. Really?
What's that?
That part of the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, you will never hear the end of that. Your whole locker would be covered
He'll be
with that
all right.
every
They
single
did
time.
a pre-screening at the Chiefs facility of the Happy
Oh,
Gilmore.
my
So,
God.
all the Chiefs players last week in training camp got to see it before it was released on Netflix.
Yes.
And they were giving,
You're in a
Travis
movie,
some
but you're in a
stuff.
movie doing that. Oh, you'd never hear the end of it. That was good.
There were really funny gags. There were some really funny gags.
Boban was funny.
Boban was good too. Yeah.
Chubbs' son.
Oh, so that's the guy that plays Huel from Breaking Bad.
But that was the son. The character.
Yes.
Okay, that
yes.
was funny.
Very funny.
Okay, so who was the English hillbilly that popped the girl that said, "If you leave, you're never coming back"? Was she a golfer too?
I'm
Because everyone
blanking.
yes.
The English hillbilly.
Right when Happy turns around and says, we could use your help, and he says,
Yeah.
and they walk off together. The lady comes out and screams at him, like, "If you leave, you're never coming back." And he goes, "You English hillbilly?" Okay, I assume
I'm
she's a
blanking
golfer
on
too.
that scene.
Okay.
Well, Nelly Corda is in it.
Yes.
She's one of the panelists.
Got her.
That's in it.
She's the one that's ripping cigs, right?
Yeah. She's the one that's determining whether Shooter gets out of the loony bin.
Okay.
And,
Dude, Shooter McGavin's back.
Shooter's great.
Shooter McGavin.
No, I'm asking. She's that golfer that like smokes cigarettes on the golf.
Oh no, that's Charlie Hall.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Charlie Hall isn't.
Yeah, she I think she is, now that I think about it. I think she is in it. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a ton of cameos
Okay,
in
so
it.
Okay, also gonna say,
yeah.
if you are afraid of spoilers, it's a movie.
It's
Happy Gilmore 2. It's not like it's
no
Inception.
plot twist.
Did we spoil anything?
No,
Oh, I
it's
didn't
just
think so.
it's really funny.
I'm trying hard
if
not
you
to.
like Happy Gilmore, that universe, you will like this. Like, unlike Coming to America 2, which I thought was okay.
Yeah.
But it's like,
was
I've seen this was a different movie.
This was better. This was Coming to America 2 was almost nostalgia. This was a funny movie to me.
I thought it was.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you if this kind of. I don't want to say it ruined it, but it was very noticeable to me. It's like a huge chunk of that movie shot on a green screen, and it looks like it. It's like
Coming to America or Happy Gilmore?
Happy
Gilmore.
Gilmore. Like Happy Gilmore 2. It's and again,
some of it you have to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get it. There aren't 1,000-yard golf holes with forests.
Right.
I get it, but it looked kind of like a video game at
Yeah.
portions of time.
So it looks bad.
Every now and then.
It looks, it takes you out of the moment. It takes you out of the moment for sure.
so
but it's funny.
we
The brothers
both
are incredible.
Ben Stiller was
the family stuff I love.
When they're at the dinner table and they start fighting.
Yes. We fight in the basement, not at the table.
Incredible.
That
and they
sounds
all
like my life.
stop.
Yes.
And then they get in and
Okay, so the one thing we both took away from it, he's mentioned and kind of pictured once, Tiger.
Yeah, he's there's a bust of Tiger.
Yes,
like there's a
and
bronze,
they mention him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you can't if you're going to make a golf movie that's at least partially set in the real world with Scotty Scheffler and Xander and Bryson and Jack Nicklaus is in the movie. Lee Trevino's in the
John
movie.
Daly
Fred
plays a hell
Couples
of a
is in
character.
the movie.
John Daly is so funny.
John Daly's funny. Nick Faldo's in the movie. Like they're the one guy who two guys are conspicuous by their absence. Mickelson and Woods. And Mickelson is kind of persona non grata.
One I can
everywhere.
understand why. Yeah.
Right.
The
and
other
Tiger's probably like, I'm not interested.
Tiger's still not laughing at him.
Honestly, they probably didn't give him a big enough check.
I don't think there's a check that gets him to do it. I think it's a
him thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like Brady doesn't laugh at himself. Do you think?
I think he's more likely to than Tiger
think
is.
so? He'll have fun with it?
I think
He
he's.
did the 80 for Brady movie,
He
like
would.
very
He did.
recent.
You're
and
right.
he did the roast.
That's true. Well, he sat there and took it.
But at least he sat there and took it.
That's true. I don't think Tiger would.
Tiger would
You're
never
right.
do a roast.
And there you go. That's it right there.
I'm just glad we didn't get a Hangover 2 deal, where it's the same movie. I'm just glad it wasn't one. It turned into that.
I liked it. I had
it
a
was
great
good.
time. I've seen it
had
twice.
fun.
I have
It
heard
was a
that
fun
it is
movie.
the exact same movie. I haven't seen it,
Nah,
but
it was a fun movie.
Okay.
So different.
It's really fun. It's very funny in sections. It's just if you're going in there expecting a great movie, you're going to be disappointed. If you're going in there looking to laugh, you're going to like it.
The flashback with Chubbs on his, it's all in the hips.
Oh my God! I
All
cannot
of the
believe
flashbacks were good.
That's all you know him is Chubbs. You
Yeah.
don't
I
know
know him as
Apollo.
Chubbs.
How do you not know
Uh,
Apollo?
if you're a fan of Bad Bunny and his acting, he's going to be in a new movie, Caught Stealing, coming out later this year. It's like Austin Butler plays a former Major League Baseball player who gets into a crime ring. And
I saw a
New York.
trailer for that.
I think it looks pretty good. And
Gets
then
into a crime
Bad
ring.
Bunny's playing like one of the Puerto Rican gangsters that comes after him.
There was a mixed martial arts dude. I think he was in title contention, and he pulled that. He's in jail. Pulled out one of the biggest heists ever in the UK.
Okay.
Like $40 million heist, and he was like an active fighter at the same time.
Emmanuel Clase, speaking of heists, breaking news, Cleveland Guardians closer Emmanuel Clase has been placed on non-disciplinary paid leave as part of MLB's sports betting investigation, sources tell ESPN. Clase is the second Guardians pitcher on leave tied to the investigation, joining right-hander Luis Ortiz. We'll get into that. And by the way, that affects the Dodgers, at least potentially. That's one less player that you can go grab. We'll get into that coming up in just a little bit. And another reminder that it is time for the return of Rams football on ESPN LA. Tune in starting at 3 o'clock, Sedano and Cap live from Rams training camp at LMU. Don't miss all the sights and sounds as the Rams get ready for the beginning of the season. Training camp coverage on ESPN LA presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, exclusive California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams.
First day of pads today. I can't wait to go out there. Sedano and Cap's out there.
That's what it
Good.
says.
You know, I'm going to go sit with them. If I don't sit with them, that means I have to stand up. I don't mind standing
Are
up.
you going to have them ask Terrence Ferguson or someone else about getting married this offseason again?
Cap is fearless,
At
bro.
22.
Hey, man. I mean, you never know where he's coming from. But I can't wait. First day of pads. This is a good sign and a bad sign. When your head coach, Sean McVay, has to mention you by name and say that he has to learn how to practice.
Oh,
which
that
means
sounds bad.
No. The other way.
Oh.
He has to
Going too hard?
He has to slow down.
Okay. I
yeah,
want to know who
these
that
are our
is.
guys.
That's
Yeah.
coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th Annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
All right, we got a caller who says, I need to buy a car and I need to save money. Well, my friend, I've got one answer for you. The Cerritos Auto Square. It's America's largest auto mall. 24 dealerships, all the top brands, all in one easy location right here in SoCal. And here's the secret. These dealers sell more cars than anyone because they have low prices. And they can actually afford low prices because they sell so many cars. Check it out at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Cerritos Auto Square.
Your ultimate summer playlist comes to life at SeaWorld San Diego. Catch live shows with Fat Joe, Trina, Waka Flocka Flame, Genuine, and more. It's throwbacks, turn up, and all-out vibes with the I Love the 90s and the Turned Up Tour. Plus, nightly BMX stunts, parades, and fireworks bringing back those SoCal summer vibes. You're never too old for SeaWorld. Your summer soundtrack starts here. Buy a ticket, get a second day free with tickets as low as $56.99 for a limited time at SeaWorldSanDiego.com.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The success you've already had matters at University of Maryland Global Campus because we're a school for real life. An accredited state university, UMGC lets you earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and relevant life and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits toward a master's. We offer affordable tuition and online and hybrid courses. Classes start August 13th. Apply now and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Let me tickle your feet. Sorry. That's wild.
What's wild?
Can we just jump ahead a little bit? I'm sorry.
You want to go ahead.
I'm sorry. That Christian Wilkins story about the Raiders. And I think Pete Carroll, there was the first right move they've made. Geno Smith might have been the second. But you still have to clean house. And this might be part of it. But
explain what's going on.
Go ahead.
This is just on Pat McAfee's show. And it's from Adam Schefter is reporting this. And he's talking about how Christian Wilkins was released by the Raiders. and the topic that is being danced around when everyone's reporting this is that Christian Wilkins apparently playfully tried to kiss a teammate on the top of his head, and the teammate that he tried to kiss was not having it, reported it, and then goes on. The guys discussed it on Pat McAfee's show of like, clearly this means that the locker room was not messing with you either.
Yeah, that was
so.
part
It's not
of it.
just this; it's that your locker room already didn't like you.
This
goes
like
over the
you.
top.
It's part of it. The other part was he's rehabbing. They paid him a lot of money, not a lot of return on investment, and he was injured, and he messed up his rehab. So he's not rehabbing like he should. Missing workouts, missing treatments, all that stuff. That's bad.
Right.
When you're injured and you miss treatments and
Sure.
you're still out. And then this. So this might have been the last straw, but trying to kiss somebody in the locker room, regardless if you're playing around or if the dude overreacted, it should not be in there.
Yeah, I'm with
you.
you.
Don't play like that. Are you out of your mind?
Especially if you got to be a positive locker room influence, or a zero, right?
Yeah.
You can be neither a positive nor, but be a zero or a positive, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to be a negative, then you better be otherworldly talented and affecting the team in a way where I can't live without you. You can go ahead and do whatever you want.
This is a question for me too. I have not been in a male locker room, so what is the difference between kissing someone in the forehead or
messing around? Okay,
slapping
look,
each other's butts or like hitting them with a towel? Because that just seems to me all that same general area.
If I'm in there with Trav and I've shared his locker's next to mine and we are good friends, our kids know each other, our wives know each other, and I mess around with him, that's one thing. But I mean, you don't know every teammate like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't treat this guy like you would treat this guy. So if you did something to someone that you really didn't know and knew exactly how he was going to respond,
didn't know like that.
Yeah, you deserve to have your lights punched out.
I think that's it's the reaction where whoever the player that was on the receiving end of the kiss on the head wasn't digging it.
Right.
Then we got a bad locker room.
Well,
There's the difference between Kike Hernandez, doing the bump or whatever after he hit a home run. It seems as if his teammates.
I don't think this is a homophobic situation. I think this is a we don't dig that guy situation. And let's
just some
get him out
things
of
you
here.
don't do.
Yeah.
I had teammates that used to work out butt naked.
Yeah.
That's just. But there's just things you don't do, and there's definitely, especially if you don't know, don't go. If you don't know how the dude's going to respond to it, then don't. Or if you know that guy has a problem with it and you feed into it, then you deserve whatever you get from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not fair, but I think this was this was the last straw for him. This was another thing they didn't need at camp.
Not a fit for the team.
This is we were thinking about doing this anyway. All right, let's get him.
Whatever goodwill, we were on the fence, now we're not. Yeah, so that was funny. And I heard what made me laugh was I heard he was tickling feet. That was the first rumor, that he had tickled somebody's feet against their will. I'm like, dude, really? You're tickling feet in there? Then, okay, it makes more sense that he walked over and probably tried to kiss somebody.
It's all a workplace thing, too. It's like there's certain levels of things you can't do at a workplace that is, again, not this line of homophobia with kissing someone in the forehead. Or it's just, if you're in a workplace like your locker room, there are certain things that you just don't acknowledge or do unless it's
the first
consensual.
time and only time I've ever been hugged when I was butt naked by another dude was Dick Vermeil, because he was so happy. And he didn't care. He just came on in. Right. It is what it is. It just, wow. But I think this was just the last straw for him. But when you read the headlines, it sounds funny.
So I'm starting to think I might want to place a different bet on you.
On me?
Yeah.
For what?
I think I'm going to take your side in the 999 thing. After seeing J.J. Watt do it in 5 innings and change.
You're going to learn. Look, I'm telling you, I told you not only would that not be hard, I would set a record.
But these are Dodger dogs, man. These are bigger than a regular hot dog.
It don't matter, bro. These are like...
He did it at a baseball stadium. Those are probably big dogs as well.
So there was a time, and it happens in training camp, and when you get in shape, especially for football, I don't know about other sports, I'm just speaking about ball, to where eating becomes a chore. It's not enjoyment. It's just a chore. It's something I need to fuel the body, and that's it. It's like I don't even taste anything. I'm just eating it because I need the energy. So you can go into that mode and crush anything. So the hot dogs... The beer is secondary.
Yeah.
That's really, you guys have a problem with 9 beers?
No. See, you're No.
In that time frame.
That's the issue.
Okay.
The issue is not the volume, it's the time. Like, I believe you can eat 9 hot dogs.
Yeah.
I believe you can drink 9 beers. My only question was, can you eat 9 hot dogs and drink 9 beers in 2 hours and 20 minutes?
This is what I want to do.
That was my question.
This is what I want to do with you and for you.
Okay.
I want to bring you around some big dudes.
Yeah.
And bring you to the barbecue pit and bring out the beer and let's just do it like we used to do. I want to see how far you can get.
Not very anymore. There was a
Really?
time where I could look. When it comes to the beer, I'll be all right.
Okay.
When it comes to a ton of food, I'm not your guy.
Now everything's fine. Everything's taken care of. You don't have to leave. Worry about driving home. Nobody's going to paint your face if you pass out. This is a good environment. We're just going for records here.
Yeah.
I want to see how far you can go.
I'll be okay
you too. All of you. I want to see how far you can actually get in a real beer drinking session with some big monsters.
I'm more on your side than I've ever been, but I'm still the time frame is the one piece that is a wild card. Watt blew right through it. You've never once wavered from your position, which I respect. But that's
you respect
lot of
football
food.
players, right?
Of
You do
course.
for what they do and who they are and all that stuff. Okay, I think your jaw would drop if you actually got around.
That's fair.
This offensive line.
That's fair.
In a environment where they had 3 days off and they're in shape at the same time.
Yeah.
You might see some stuff you wouldn't believe. The amount of
I
food
can
they can
believe
eat
that.
and stuff they can consume.
I can believe that. That sounds about right. Matthew Stafford was in street clothes over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
He's not participating in camp. His back is still giving him.
Ask me how concerned I am.
How concerned
a
are
little
you?
bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. I don't like it.
I
But
don't
it is
either.
what it is. I mean, it's not bad. He's not wearing a boot. You know, he came out, he showed people he was out there, he's smiling, he's meeting people. So I'm a little concerned. I would rather have you on the field, but this is a good time not to have you on the field.
But if you're going to pick, this is what you'd pick.
Correct.
Like if you had to miss time, this is the time that you'd want to miss, especially for a player that's as experienced as he is, that's in the same offense that they've had for a long time. Like there are some things that make you go, not a big deal. Fact of the matter is, he's 37 years old and he's got a bad back. Those two things just, I don't care what all the other things are. That's not great.
I know is it a bad back or just a sore back?
Well, is there a difference at this point?
Well, I mean, if it's a thing, it's been chronic, then that's a bad back. He may have tweaked it. Who knows? He's 37, and it takes a while for stuff like that to calm down. You know what I mean when you get older?
I do.
Right. So I think that's where we're at. And whatever you did, don't do it again. Or the scary part is, this is what I normally do, and I did this. That would be scary.
So
yeah,
I've had a bad back. I've had a back surgery, and when your back is not good, nothing's good.
True, especially anything.
Nothing's good.
Right.
You don't sleep well. You don't move well. Like everything sucks when your back hurts.
True.
Right? You just can't quite get out from underneath it. I'm not saying this is the end of the world, but it went from one of those no big deal to all right, like something to pay attention to, something to monitor. Because if he's, I get that Jimmy Garoppolo is probably the best backup quarterback in the league.
Right.
As far as like just credentials go, his pedigree, his resume, he's been a longtime starter, took a team to the Super Bowl, et cetera, et cetera. But the Rams aren't winning the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well,
they might win the Super Bowl with Matthew
I was thinking
Stafford.
about this on the way over, and you know, McVay's going to be in this for the long run. He's going to, what do you call that? Predate, postdate? He's going to be here beyond Matthew Stafford.
Okay.
So I think his next hurdle is, can he do it with another quarterback, with a drafted guy, whatever, or a lesser talent? But here's the thing that I have gleaned from 3 days of practice, and this is unsolicited stuff, and this is all because Stafford has been out. People have been talking about Garoppolo, the way he's running the offense, and how confident they feel in him, that if something happens to Matthew Stafford, they won't miss a beat as far as play calling, getting the ball out, knowing what to do. You don't have to onboard. This is not a rookie. This is I think, maybe the best backup in the league, because how many backups have taken their team to a Super Bowl?
I think he's the best backup quarterback option in the league.
As far as everything else. I mean, we can go through the list, and I think he's relatively cheap. You're getting him for like $5 million. But
he also threw hospital balls to Devontae Adams that Devontae Adams said in the Netflix special.
Okay, but hold on. So he clearly wants to be here. That's what I mean. He could go and start for somebody else.
Probably.
Definitely go start for someone else. He wants to be here. So they feel confident that if something happened to Stafford, you could at least go out there and be credible. It's not all over if you lose him. And most of that is because of Jimmy Garoppolo's presence here.
I think it's not all over if you have to use him, for a period of time. I think if you got to play a whole season with him, the mathematics of the whole season are wildly different.
Okay, that's what you think, but I'm telling you what they think and what I'm hearing. Now, this is all the unsolicited stuff when you say, like, hey, coach, how was practice today? We were great. They got some balls over our head. We've got a really good quarterback. Actually, we had 2 really good quarterbacks. Unsolicited stuff. That's all good signs. That's what I'm saying. Now, you want Stafford as your guy. But having Jimmy G as a backup is a great insurance policy just in case.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
what I'm saying. Right.
I think they learned their lesson from that over the course of the last few years because that was a spot that they kind of cheaped out on for a long time.
The John Warford years?
John Wolford
years.
Bryce Perkins,
right.
Even like Bortles and these, like there just wasn't a ton of stuff that made you feel great about if you had to go in there. If Jimmy Garoppolo plays quarterback, you're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you got him for he's not a $10 million backup. He's a $5 million backup. And he's actually better than that.
Yeah.
Well, why would a guy do that when you can go start some other place? Well, I think he likes it here.
Yeah.
This is a good environment. That's the cool thing. So watching all that, that's always a positive. But it does concern me just slightly when your starter is out in camp to begin camp. It really does. It is unnerving some. Go out and take snaps if you can, but if you can't go, that's concerning.
I'm looking over your shoulder at the TV right now. McAfee's talking about it, the Rams, and it says McVay says Stafford will be, quote, a week at a time. That's not day to day. That's week to week.
Right.
And that's a larger window to be out than I think anybody was talking about.
This ain't Dodger baseball, like you said, when this is the long season. It will always no. This is concerning. Yeah, and it just grew. I didn't know. Now he's saying that. Now a little bit. Now it's just a little more than a little bit.
1 to 10. Give me a concern. 10 being panic, 1 being
me, man. This is a 5.
Yeah, I was going to say 4, so we're close. We're close. Factor Cap is coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Calling all adventurers and outdoor lovers, Page, Arizona is calling your name. It's calling my name, DeMarco, to the tune of I'm going to Page, Arizona this upcoming weekend. I cannot wait to go see it because I get to see all of these amazing sites. We're talking home to Horseshoe Bend, one of the most iconic sites in the entire world. Page is a paradise of outdoor treasures. We're talking red rocks, whispering, winding slot canyons, and shimmering blue waters. There's an 11-mile rim trail. There's Antelope Canyon, 12 other slot canyons, all of them, or I should say one of them with its very own adventure park. And if you want to cool off, hop in the water, Lake Powell, right there. You can kayak, you can get on a pontoon, you can zip across on a jet ski, you can even float down the Colorado River on a guided half-day trip. You know me, love my golf. Page, Arizona, right? Play around a golf surrounded by the beautiful views at Lake Powell National Golf Course. And, of course, at the end of the day, what do you like? Little something to drink, little something to eat. You can unwind downtown local eats, cold brews, and summer concerts under the stars. So whether you're looking to travel solo or bring the entire family, Page has over 20 hotels and memories waiting to be made. Start planning your epic adventure at visitpageaz.com.
Rams football is coming. All the sights and sounds of training camp on ESPN LA.
We're stretching down here. Crank that music. Let's go.
Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
And we are back at LMU for another week of Rams training camp.
We're all running the stucco concept, so we're running scout route.
Don't miss Scott Kaplan, Benno Duran, and producer Lindsay Baseball live from Rams training camp today at 3 p.m. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
On your home for Rams football.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. It's time for Rams training camp.
Sedano and Cap live from Rams training camp today at 3.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Howdy. Karibu.
In both scary and good news, it was announced today, Deion Sanders did a press conference with his medical team, and he says that he was dealing with an aggressive cancerous tumor on his bladder this summer, and it was removed. His medical team says that his cancer is now gone, which is great news.
Yay.
But Sanders says that he lost around 25 pounds this summer dealing with the cancer and the complications from surgery. So could affect how much we see of him at the beginning of the season, whether he might just not be in the sidelines. Maybe he'll be up in the booth during games, just add less stress to him. But I hope that he recovers and, nothing but good wishes towards Deion and his recovery.
Positive vibes.
So good to hear that. But now for fun stuff. So Bob Odenkirk, who, if you don't know his name just at the top of your head, he played Saul Goodman in Better Call Saul and in Breaking Bad. He is now going to be in a movie called Nobody 2, where he basically fights off people. And honestly, trivia about this, training for the first Nobody is what saved his life.
Right, he had a heart attack.
Because he suffered a heart attack on the set of Better Call Saul, and he says he wouldn't have made it if he hadn't gotten to such good shape filming Nobody. So anyway, Bob Odenkirk was asked what fictional characters he would fight in a fist fight if he could. And this was his answers. He said, the Brady Bunch, I would happily kill them. They don't have to do anything. Not the littlest girl, I wouldn't hurt her. It's not her fault. She's a Brady. I'm happy to kill Alvin the Chipmunks. I will step on them and crush them under my foot. You'll have to hear the bones and gush inside their body.
Dang.
You're going to cheer.
Take it easy, Bob.
And then one last thing about the last person he would fight.
I'll kill him. I'll tear that mustache off his face, jam it down his throat, take those goggles, rip him pieces, and stab him with those. It's going to be bloody.
And that is about the Mario from the Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, my God.
It's me, Mario.
So, it's me, Mario, which we learned is actually the Japanese phrase. So, so Bob Odenkirk would kick all those butts of all those characters. So, you think that you could fight the same characters. So, it's the Brady Bunch, it's Alvin and the Chipmunks, and it's Mario from Super Mario Brothers. Travis Factor Cap.
Yeah, I mean, as far as soft targets go, those are about as soft as you're going to find.
Yeah.
Animated chipmunks. The Bradys are all probably in their 70s at this point. So I
think it would be the Brady Bunch as young children.
Even then, I think I got a pretty good chance. And what was the other one? Oh, Mario?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I could take all of them.
You're going facts?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going Cap. I wouldn't fight Mario. That dude fights Donkey Kong. Okay? And there's no way I could have any sort of animosity for the Chipmunks. They would start singing. I would stop. That's Christmas time. Right.
I always think of the Chipmunk Christmas album.
I was going to say, DeMarco, has your daughter gone through an Alvin the Chipmunks phase? Because then after that, you should punch them in the face.
Sing that again.
Christmas
I can envision my old pajamas.
Yeah.
Yes, the faded pajamas. And
we had the record, the actual
Yes.
record that was painted.
Yes.
Like the whole thing was painted on the actual
Couldn't
vinyl.
fight the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
I could go through the Brady Bunch.
Which Brady Bunch?
Well, Greg actually fought. Greg got in the ring with Bonaducci and got wiped up.
That's where, Bonaducci took him out.
I figured that's okay. Maybe Mike for that hair, the perm.
The perm was the 70s.
maybe
You can't
Mike.
hold the perm against
there
him.
you go.
But it's also how many were in the Brady Bunch again? Like 10?
Well, there was six kids, 2 parents, and the maid, so
right,
9.
so that's a lot against one.
Well, it's the reacher effect, though. So if you beat up one really bad, at least 4 are going to run. You know, right?
That's true. Or if they have to do it like single file, like in the movies, you can only fight one guy at a time.
That's right.
Jorge,
That's right.
you think you could take down these same characters?
Yeah, I'm with the Marco. I think Mario would be a challenge, and Alvin, because those two are kind of like the heads of their little groups or
leaders.
whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Alvin!
So, yeah, but I got the song for you, Trev.
My blue Superman pajamas. Yes. Oh.
Did they have feet?
The Superman ones did not.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like after 2 summers, it's up my calf because I outgrew them, but I don't want to give them up.
Yeah,
yet.
you strike me as a guy that might have outgrown your
Don't
clothes
you
pretty
throw
quickly.
away my Superman pajamas, Mom.
That's funny.
So the U.S. Swim team is competing in Worlds. It's happened over the weekend, but it's continuing through today. They've gotten some gold medals, but the trouble is that several members of the U.S. swim team have come down with acute enteritis, right, and affected the performances. Some of them had to drop out. They couldn't compete because of how terrible this feels. So my statement is, okay, so we're only talking about non-life-threatening. So take life-threatening off the table, okay? The worst illness that you could get, again, non-life-threatening, is a stomach bug. So Marco, Factor Cap.
The worst you can get. Say that again?
If it's not going to kill you,
Yeah.
the worst illness is a stomach bug.
Oh, I got to go fact on that because there's nothing you can do. If you have a sour stomach and you have no trust, yeah, it affects you. How can you possibly go hard, push off, explode, do anything athletic when your trust is out the window? I can't tell if this is going to be air or not. I don't know. Right. Yes, so fact.
I have nothing to add to that. That is entirely true. It's just that I like how you said it. When the trust factor is at 0, there's nothing that is more humanizing.
Yes.
It's just, and to your point, like when you got the stomach, like you think you're going to be sick, you don't have an ounce of fight in you.
None.
It's just like you're hoping it's fatal.
Yes.
You're just like,
Please
I hope this
take
takes me out.
Yes.
To end this entire thing. Yeah, you're back to 100% by DeMarco.
Jorge?
We have a joke in Spanish where Grandpa asks, Grandpa asked me the other day if the speed of light is faster than chorro, meaning the diarrhea. And then I said, I think it's the speed of light. Grandpa's like, no, you're wrong, because when I got up, turned on the light, I had already gone chorro.
Chorro?
Chorro means like diarrhea.
Okay.
It's very close to churro.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's why I was asking. I don't like that.
Yeah, so
Wow.
chorro.
I wish I never knew that. Now I'm going to see that when I go for a churro.
can't wait to break that out. I am so excited that I've added a word to my Spanish
How is
vocabulary.
it spelled, Jorge?
It's just instead
C-H-O-R-R-O?
of CHO. Instead of the U,
Chorro.
the churros.
Okay.
Chorro. It's diarrhea.
All right.
Wow.
Speed of light is faster. I mean,
get-
diarrhea is faster. Sorry.
Stop saying that.
Chorro.
All right, I'm going to move on. This is something I'll tell you about, but maybe we can talk about it more on the other side. But Philadelphia Phillies star Bryce Harper, apparently, this is from an article from Jeff Passan, said, Bryce Harper stood nose to nose with Rob Manfred during a meeting between the Major League Baseball commissioner and the team last week. And this is not unusual. He has been going around, Rob Manfred, to teams to talk about the upcoming potential labor dispute. So Rob Manfred went to the the clubhouse, and then Bryce Harper told him to get the F out of our clubhouse if Manfred wanted to talk about the potential implementation of a salary cap.
Dang.
Sources familiar with the meeting told ESPN. And then this goes on to say that Manfred's sources responded that he was not going to get the F out of here, saying it was important to talk about the threats to MLB's business and ways to grow the game. So Bryce Harper stands toe-to-toe, nose-to-nose with the commissioner of baseball, says, get the F out of here. My statement is, He is the only guy that can do this. He's the only MLB player that has the cachet to do this.
Look what I just wrote down.
Travis, Factor Cap.
I'm curious what you wrote down.
Only Bryce Harper can get away with that.
Really?
Yes.
No, I think it's Cap. I don't think it's a long list, but Harper's on the list.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge could do it. Shohei Ohtani could do it. Mookie Betts could do it. Freddie Freeman could do it. Clayton Kershaw could do it. Like, it's not a long list, but it's longer than one name.
Kershaw's on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Who else was on that list, you said?
Judge, Betts, Freeman.
I think if Judge did it, it might be a problem.
No, Judge
he's
is
so damn big.
But Judge is a made guy. Like
and he plays for the Yankees, and I think we would have heard it and led the show with it. It would have been everywhere had Judge done that.
This is a
because that
very
would be kind of out
colorful.
of character.
It would be very out of character. I'm just saying that if they did it, nothing happens. You know what I mean? Like, look, this is how acrimonious this relationship is between these two sides. That before we've really even started to negotiate or talk about these things, you're already F-bombing the guy who's on the other side of the argument. It's going to be it's going to be a mess, and they'll probably miss some time. But it's going to happen.
In all of baseball, is there anyone that gets more leeway than Bryce Harper? Because at one point was the face of baseball, so he'll go at umpires, he'll show them up, and it's kind of like, okay.
And I use this term affectionately. This is a baseball affectionate term. It sounds bad. It's not. It's a compliment. He's a red ass.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
He is a guy that is perpetually grumpy.
Correct.
That is always on the 1 inch line of
baseball
blowing his stack.
Always has a guy like that. Yeah.
And most teams have a guy that's a red ass. And Harper is a red ass that's also an MVP caliber player.
Yes.
So that he's the one that did it isn't surprising to me at all.
True.
But yeah,
he's never over the top, but he gets his point across.
I'm a huge Bryce Harper fan.
Me too. Mad Bum, red ass.
Yeah, for sure.
That's Papelbon, red ass.
Yeah. No, it's a term of endearment
I
in
know,
baseball
big time.
circles.
I'm just trying to think of my all red ass.
Yeah, no,
team.
Harper's on there for
that?
sure.
Okay.
And most good teams have one or two of those guys.
Look, they keep everybody in line, so to speak. Yes.
That's going to get real ugly.
The baseball, the labor stuff.
Because the baseball owners, apparently, more of them are like, we're going to get what we want than ever before.
Bro.
Because here's how many guys you only need to kind of make this thing break down. 8. You only need 8
owners?
You only need 8 to really make this ugly, and they got way more than 8. The players have historically always won these battles. As far as sports unions go, they don't lose.
I'm envious.
Football union loses. Basketball union loses. Hockey union loses. The baseball union does not. So this could get pretty ugly. Factor Cap is brought to you by the law office of Joseph S. Normand. You have many choices in your legal team, but family always comes first. Call 213-747-2000. That's the law office of Joseph S. Normand. You can go online at normandlegal.com. One more number, 213-747-2000. Yes, DeMar.
Milton Bradley, is he on the all red ass team?
No. No.
That's another.
He's not a red ass. He's a crazy person.
He's insane.
There's a difference between those two things. Milton Bradley is terrifying. He's like, hey, Milton, I didn't say it. DeMarco did.
Don't go kissing Milton in the locker room.
Your problem is with DeMarco Farr, not with Travis Rogers. Leave me out of it. Emmanuel Clase apparently likes a little action, maybe, sort of. Dodgers can't get him now. It's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Congratulations to Mason and Ireland, re-signing with ESPN LA for years to come.
After a grueling negotiation, you and I will continue here at 710 ESPN.
The Hall of Famer staying on LA's mega sports station with a new multi-year agreement.
The biggest show on the radio.
Weekdays noon to 3 p.m. The only home for Mason and Ireland. 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app.
And always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
one of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles. East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy, spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our zesty dragon fruit mango lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Rams football is coming. All the sights and sounds of training camp on ESPN LA.
We're stretching down here. Crank that music. Let's go.
Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
And we are back at LMU for another week of Rams training camp.
We're all running the stucco concept, so we're running scout route.
Don't miss Scott Kaplan, Beto Duran, and producer Lindsay Baseball live from Rams training camp today at 3 p.m. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
On your home for Rams football.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. It's time for Rams training camp.
Sedano and Cap live from Rams training camp today at 3.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Chipmunks again?
Common, man. No, this is common.
Yeah. We just moved into the dinner portion.
The lounge.
Of the show.
The
lounge.
lounge.
Yeah, there we go.
Cocktail hour.
Let's go.
Yeah, there we
this
go.
makes me feel like I want a martini in my hand.
Fireplace.
Just ready to go. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Got the suit on, looking good. Yes, nice shoes.
Had a good martini on Friday night.
Did you
by the way.
really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Went to see my man Jim at Bistro K.
Yeah.
Knocked
Serve
it
you
out of
up.
the park.
There you go.
Every time.
You know what, man? I may do something trendy. I don't usually do this stuff. Dinner at Nobu.
Oh.
Right.
Tell Key I said what's up because he's there.
Is he always
apparently.
there?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I guess I got some friends that go without reservation and they sit at some table.
Okay.
Yeah, and they chill that way.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be some
I've
sort
never
of
been.
vibe. I just, maybe.
I would love to go. I've heard nothing but rave reviews, but I would have to sell like my blood in my car and my house to afford a meal at Nobu.
I'd rather go get a burger, but every now and then.
Are you not a sushi guy?
I love sushi.
Oh, okay.
But I got a sushi spot. And it's as far from Nobu as you're going to get. Like, you come in shorts.
Yeah.
Right. So, but every now and then, she likes to have sushi all dressed up.
Yeah.
And it's not that she likes to get dressed up. She likes to see me get dressed up.
I get that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when you put on the suit.
I look good in my suit.
Of course you did. And Susan loved your suit. She
She
loved
did.
you in that suit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the menu prices for the cocktails at Nobu, and they're about the price
Standard?
of like an expensive place. It's like $20 to $23 for. Again, that is expensive, and I do not typically like to pay that much for a cocktail. But it's not like it's $100.
No,
it's up, but it's up. Yeah.
But put it to you this way: let's just say they're 25 apiece. Okay, we're 100 in before we've ordered food. That's because I'm not having one.
I mean, I want some
amigo.
Yeah.
We want dinner, amigo.
I want some
Text
guarantees.
me.
If I want, never mind.
Yeah.
I want just never mind. Stop. Back.
Yeah.
One more question. Would you ever spend $1,500 on knives?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Cutco knives?
I'm not going to sign off on a brand because I don't know what that is.
I guess they're high-end knives.
My sister used to sell Cutco knives. They have a whole thing where they basically, like, as early as high school, you can sell Cutco knives. My parents bought them when my sister Claire was in high school. So she was 17. She's now 31. And they still work amazingly. These are fantastic
I keep
knives.
hearing that, but that's like me buying a Les Paul guitar. It don't matter. I can't play the damn thing.
Okay, so what you just said.
Yeah.
Good knives are essential if you're cooking a lot. They're absolute must-haves.
Okay, knives or being able to cut?
What do you mean?
Your technique and how to chop stuff, because I can work with anybody's knife.
Okay, but if you have a really good knife, how to cut things and getting the cut you
becomes
want,
easier.
Much easier.
Okay.
Much easier. And there's nothing, this is an old thing, there's nothing more dangerous than a dull knife.
This is true.
Right? So you
or
want,
an idiot
you want
with a dull knife.
Right, you want a sharp knife.
Okay.
And good knives. So I used to work for a guy that had a very nice second home somewhere else that he would allow me to go stay in, and everyone. So I was very generous and very nice. And I was the first time I was ever like exposed to really expensive like kitchen stuff,
real stuff. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh damn, this is a whole nother level. This is just awesome. And from that point forward, I've always been particular about
a variety of knives. Sure, like each knife for a different thing. Sure, but
yeah.
I don't know.
You need 2 good knives. You need 3. Here's what you need.
Yeah.
Okay. You need a chef's knife.
Yes.
Which is just the normal one. You need a serrated knife.
Correct.
Right?
For bread.
For bread, tomatoes, things like that. And you need a paring knife.
Correct.
The small one. That's it. The rest of it is, unless you're deboning like a side of beef,
right?
Then you need a boning
That's
knife.
what I'm saying.
You can go expensive, and that's a good thing to go expensive on those things that he just listed, though. Like, I would
They
say
last.
going to $100 to $200 for, like, a good chef's knife, like a Japanese chef's knife, is worth its price because of how often you're going to use it and how good it is. You will know the difference between
what's the one with the block?
Cuisinart one.
That's a butcher's knife.
Okay, so I have one. I've never used it.
I
There's
have
no
one
reason,
too,
but I just wanted one.
There's two things to do with it. I use it. You've seen me use it.
For sure. For the asada, you use it for the chicken.
So when you get the big pieces of asada, or you've got a bunch of chicken thighs at once, instead of slicing it, just bang, 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 and you can get through all of it really
Never
quickly.
Used it. Yep.
Yeah.
Still has cellophane on
that,
it. I think.
and when you buy the Costco, here's the other thing.
Yeah.
The Costco chicken wings that haven't been separated, they're all in one piece.
Hit the joint.
Bang.
Done.
Out. Yeah.
I'm going to use it. All right.
That's it.
One question.
No, you're not.
No.
But you can also get, like, a thick chef's knife, too, and you can kind of do that with the chicken.
I do
wings.
everything
But it takes
with 3
the edge
knives.
off of it.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I
So
do
the
everything
butcher
with
knife
knives.
is meant to.
Final knife question. Do you guys know how to get it sharp with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Zip,
don't
zip,
know
zip,
how to
zip.
do that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna scratch.
I
the crap
might
out
not
of
be
it.
doing it right, but I know after I do it, the knife's sharper than when I started.
You want to hack?
Okay.
Watch Conan.
All right.
Yeah. He sharpened a sword with a rock.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it. You'll
All
get
right.
it. Yeah.
All right.
If you're going to be cheap like me sometimes, and I have cheap knives that I've in the past, and you can't find your sharpener thing, you can use the underside of a ceramic mug.
Oh, yeah.
And you just go, you do
Yeah.
each side of that
It's like
on
a
ceramic
whetstone.
mud. Yeah.
Yeah. That works.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it's
Nice
got, you
hack.
know, like the bottom of a coffee cup?
Yeah.
It's got that little bit of like abrasive
hack.
thing. It basically
Yeah,
a
because my
whetstone.
dad is like click, 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 click.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
I can't do it
dang,
fast
dude,
because I'm
that's a
afraid to
different
chop it
deal.
off my hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can do it.
Dad's got a pass.
Yeah.
You don't know. You know when you see that, right?
Whoa.
He's a Niner fan, fool. Be careful.
Okay, so I misspoke. We're talking about the red asses, right? What did I say about the red asses? They keep everyone in line. That's not what I meant. It seems like the red asses of baseball, the ones that I think of. Mad Bum, Papelbon. Who else is a red ass? Give me one.
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper. Great name. I think they're more protectors of the game. We're going to do this the right way. They're protectors of the sport, so to speak. And it just drives everybody crazy.
I don't buy that.
You
but
don't buy
sure.
that?
No,
Okay,
because
no.
they're the right way by who?
By his standards.
Okay,
Like, this
but that doesn't make it the right way. It makes it your way.
You don't get to pimp the home run.
Why?
You were wrong, Mr. Umpire. You were dead wrong, and I'm going to
That's
tell you
fine.
why I was
Yeah.
wrong.
No, but
Yeah.
this stuff changes. I like it when it manifests in holding your own teammates accountable.
That too.
Right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if Max Muncy hits one into the ocean and he wants to watch it go, Max Muncy gets to do that. That's hard to do.
True.
And if Bumgarner wants to chirp at him, he can chirp at him fine, but Muncy gets to do whatever he wants.
Okay, but Papelbon yelling at Bryce Harper to run it out.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
That's
okay,
cool.
So less Mad
That's
Bum,
cool.
more that. That's what I mean.
Holding guys accountable, terrific.
Okay, then
But
we're on the same
you
page.
did a good thing against me, therefore I'm mad. No, that's
Okay, forget him.
That's you.
Okay, But
That's
every
you.
team needs a red ass. It keeps everyone in line. I guess I
you
was
need
right.
somebody that it's kind of like Walker Buehler was a red ass.
You don't have one here yet. You
At least
don't
not
have
one that's obvious. You know,
I don't think you have one, period.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
I think they might have revealed themselves by now.
You know who it might be, but he doesn't. He just doesn't say anything really. He's like his entire
Shohei?
No, his personality is I don't have a personality. Will Smith.
Oh yeah,
I get the sense that he'd be one of those guys that would call out a teammate for not doing something the right way, just because of who he is. And how he approaches it.
I think you might be right.
Yeah,
I think
he's
it may
really
be well past time for him to
stoic and quiet,
do something.
And he's really good. Yeah,
yeah. It may be time for. It may be past time. I mean, somebody's got to take.
Tonight's the night, DeMarco. Tonight's we turn it around in Cincinnati.
You think so? Okay.
I don't know.
That's just your
We'll
battle
see.
cry.
That's
the Dodgers are coming.
I'm
Trela.
Right. Trela. Tune in Thursday, the 31st, as DeMarco and I and Mason in Ireland will be broadcasting live from the Empire Strikers soccer camp at South Fontana Park. It's action-packed fun for all skill levels with the IE's own pro indoor team, the Empire Strikers. Yeah, you need a guy that gets people focused.
You may not have a need for him, but when you're playing like this is when those guys usually show up. Yeah, when you're just not doing the little things, when you're losing runs on the base path because we're not thinking clearly.
Kershaw's like that.
Who got picked off?
Well, Freddie got thrown out. Kim got doubled off. The stuff like that happens, but when it gets sloppy, and Kershaw is a red ass, problem is it's hard for it to be a pitcher. Right. Because you don't play every day.
True.
You know, you need it to be somebody that's in the lineup every day, that's performing at a certain level more often than not.
He could have popped off in the media.
Yeah. And
that
sometimes
would do
they
some damage or get the message across.
I'd be all right with it. Luca got a treadmill. He's all set. We're getting ready for the season. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Rams football is coming. All the sights and sounds of training camp on ESPN LA.
We're stretching down here. Crank that music. Let's go.
Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
And we are back at LMU for another week of Rams training camp.
We're all running the stucco concept, so we're running scout route.
Don't miss Scott Kaplan, Beto Duran, and producer Lindsay Baseball live from Rams training camp today at 3 p.m. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
On your home for Rams football.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. It's time for Rams training camp.
Sedano and Cap live from Rams training camp today at 3.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Spend your summer days at Pechanga Resort Casino, voted the best casino outside of Las Vegas by Newsweek and USA Today. Soak up the sun poolside and enjoy world-class resort amenities, including exceptional entertainment, award-winning dining, spa luxury, golf, and not to mention 24/7 gaming excitement. Head to Pechanga Resort Casino, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA, to book a reservation or for more info. Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Hyland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Hyland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Hyland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
This feels like a cocktail music as well.
Yeah, it's the second one.
Yeah.
This one leads into tequila shots.
This is one of those. Yeah, I
This
would
is
like
tequila
another
shots
round.
for you?
No, I'm just saying, like, we start classy kind of thing, like you said.
Oh.
And then this one's like, all right, let's hit it a little harder stuff.
This is, we just got back to the apartment after No Booze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the one you play when you walk in the door. Yeah.
Sure. This has vibes of, can we get you one more?
Yeah,
you know what? Yeah, you can. And you're saying no
not?
to nothing.
Give me
at that
5
point.
more. Right, that's a 2. No,
yeah,
it's
let's
a
go
Roman
again.
numeral.
Yes.
And that's when you're watching looking like, this is a bad idea. It'll be fun.
Did I pay that off when I said your head coach has to tell the media that you got to slow down and practice? Like
No,
you
you
have to
didn't.
learn to practice? Yeah. When I said it, you said, like, that's a bad sign. Well, I meant this the other way, as in Jared Verse is going too hard in practice. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I can't wait to go out today. Today's the first day in pads. So I've seen him 2 or 3 practices now and absolutely freaking dominate, and they're not wearing pads.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. That's always a good sign. But the O-line really can't protect themselves, and they wouldn't let you tee off on them like that in the game. They would cut you. They'd do certain things. They would slow you down. They would hold you. They'd grab you. They'd take a penalty. So you can't really do that there, so he's kind of taken advantage of the situation. Well, all that changes in a few hours because you're putting pads on. Now you're going to pay a physical price for being that physical with no pads on. So that explosion I cannot wait for.
I'm not saying this is going to happen, but is what you just described, that type of situation, typically what leads to fights between teammates?
Right. See,
Yeah.
now here's the thing.
Like, yo, dude, slow the blank down. What do you mean? Why don't you go the blank faster? And now it's like, okay,
so
now we're got to do this.
This is funny on the Jared Verse trail because I met this guy that actually met him and talked to him and interviewed him before he was ever considered or before he was drafted. And the lead-ups and talking about him. And the first question I asked him was, did he always talk this much? And this is at practice when I can hear him talking right now.
Okay.
Did he always talk this much? Oh, yeah. He's always talked like this. So the Rams, their question was, I wonder if we put him in our locker room, who would tell him to shut up? Right? Absolutely no one. No one did. The only one that can is Sean McVay.
Okay.
That's the guy you draft, and he's still that guy. So watching him go through the paces, watching him physically dominate people, today's going to be pads. He ain't going to back off. Sean McVay is going to have to be active today to stop a fight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is going to be a good practice today, a good physical style
As long
practice.
as nobody gets hurt, that's okay.
Right. He's got to be present. He's got to be right there in the mix.
Yep.
Hey, stop.
Right.
Pull off.
Right.
That's enough, guys.
Yeah.
Because they're going to want some get back, and he ain't going to back up. This is going to be fun.
When do they have their first joint practice? Do they have those scheduled this year?
Tell you that. Let me
Probably
see.
sooner than later,
I will
right?
look that up, but very soon.
Because those seem to be the ones where they get most of the real work done.
Only
where you
if,
can go wail
yeah.
on somebody that's not on your own team.
Or only if you're getting your butt whipped and you get embarrassed. Remember what happened with Aaron in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. So there was a guy that took a liberty with another of Aaron's teammates, and Aaron did something about it. I could see a fight starting because of that.
Yeah.
Looks like from a quick search that it's going to be August 5th against the Cowboys before their game on August 9th.
Traditional.
Okay, yeah, that's next week.
Yay.
Yeah.
Love it. Yes, always good. There was a brawl with the Cowboys a few years ago.
Yeah, they happen all the time, especially in training camp. Like you put salty guys.
But that, to me, is a failure of coaching. I mean, it's going to get heated, and it's going to boil over, but it should not ever turn into a brawl.
No, not a brawl, but
Yeah.
the two guys, one guy goes a little past the whistle, the other guy takes offense to it. So I'm going to go a little harder the next time. We're both going to end up on the ground. Somebody's going to say something, and next thing you know, we're fighting.
Right, and then we can't work, we can't practice,
Right.
and everything's just a mess.
Yeah.
So, but today going against your own dudes, watching them go at it, when you're mentioned in a press conference in training camp about learning how to practice, the only other guy they've said that about was Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
We legit can't run our offense because he's on the field, coach. Get him out of here.
Great.
Yeah, right.
Great. That's the best problem I've ever heard in my entire life. Speaking of, Sedano and Cap will be out at training camp today. It's the return of Rams football on ESPN LA. Starting at 3 o'clock from Rams training camp at LMU. Don't miss all the sights and sounds as the Rams get ready for the beginning of the season. Training camp coverage on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, exclusive California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. So it's men's health, men's fitness. What was the mag that had the piece?
It was Men's Health.
Men's Health. So Men's Health.
You'd never read it. I'm just kidding.
Not for me. It is not for me.
My dad was a big subscriber.
Yeah,
I love Men's Health. Some good stuff in there.
I'm sure that's wonderful. This was not in my regular periodical rotation, but I did read the piece on Luca today. There's some art in there, some pictures.
Mm-hmm.
He looks amazing, DeMarco. And let's start right here. Isn't this exactly what Laker fans were hoping for? Is exactly what J.J. Redick was hoping for, Rob Pelinka, the Buss family, now Mark Walter, the new ownership group, that Luka would be so embarrassed, motivated, whatever the emotion was, for the first time in his life, somebody told him, I don't want you on my team anymore, that he said, oh, yeah, watch this. Well, this is the oh, yeah, watch this moment.
Well, I mean, look, the guys that loom the largest in L.A., I mean, outside of your Mount Rushmore, Kobe because of his work ethic, Mamba mentality, it's everywhere. And then you've got LeBron. The dude's not human. So that is the standard that's been set. You just can't not work like them if you're going to be the next guy here. You know what I mean?
I do.
And it's got to show. So I thought this was a great transformation. It's a before and after. It's showing him, the team, your teammates, and the fan base that he's serious about being here.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe some of that could be I'm showing Dallas what they gave up.
Oh, yeah.
But
I don't think you can take the spite factor out of the equation.
No, but you're kind of proving Nico Harrison right.
It's both.
Because he looks different now. Right.
It is 100% both.
Yes.
It is look at what you're missing. It's like, yeah, but you didn't look like that.
That's
here.
what we were trying to get out of you.
This is what we were trying to, and for whatever reason, we couldn't get the light switch to come on, and you weren't going to do it here ever. The only way you're going to do it. That's why he was in a weird position. And I'm not saying he should have traded him because it still doesn't make any sense to me. But the idea of, I can't get him to understand what it is we're doing. The only thing that might throw that switch is to get him out of here. And if I get him out of here, it's going to come back to bite me in the
right.
what.
Now, I'm not saying Nico Harrison said, I'm doing this for Luka's benefit.
No.
I think he's doing this because he thought it was the best move for the Mavericks. Now, I think he's going to be wrong.
I do too.
Especially with the way Luka looks. But we both have the same issue because there's a picture of him. He's got the what do you call that? The elastic belt, the trainer's holding him. And he's going up.
Yeah.
He looks really, really lean, right?
He looks almost skinny.
Like he can break.
Yeah.
Like his 2018 rookie season skinny, which is also the last time he was really good at dunking.
Yeah.
And apparently his vertical is higher than it was when he was a rookie.
So I like the pictures. They're a little alarming because when you have an image of Luka, he doesn't look like that. He looks a little pudgier. So I'm like, whoa, I got to get used to this new Luka. Kind of like you. Kind of like you, really.
It's the best version of Luka. The Luka that was doing things in the 2020 playoffs. I mean, obviously the version of Luka that got them to the NBA Finals a couple years ago, but this is a great Luka. Even if he's a little skinnier, maybe he's going to turn into a faster Luka.
We'll see. I like the pictures. It's like you said, it's striking, but I need to see him play basketball looking like this.
Look, here's why I like it. And you just said, it's got to show. And it does. Right? There's no way you can look at him right now, and assuming these pictures are legit, no reason not to think that they aren't. They are. And look at him and go, oh, he's done the work. Because now, when the season starts, and he's getting torched on defense, it's not, well, if he'd only get in shape. Or if he's got his tongue hanging out in the middle of the fourth quarter, and you're like, well, if he'd only get in shape. Or at the end of the season, at the end of the time, where he's injured and he can't be, and you're like, well, if he'd only. Well, he is.
Yeah.
So it's just one less thing to talk about worrying about where he is in his physical fitness routine. Like, we can complain about LeBron James for this, that, or the other. Never once has anybody said, man, if he'd only get in shape.
No.
When you start taking these things off, it becomes easier to see, okay, maybe he's just not a good perimeter defender and we got to get him some help here. It's not if he get in shape, we know now. And I think that's what's so exciting about this is it's going to be clarifying on exactly what it is you have and what it is you need to go get, because the unknown, if he got in shape, isn't an unknown anymore. It's right there in front of you.
So if you look at the playoff versus Minnesota and you look at his fourth quarters in every game, it wasn't good. It was bad fourth, and I think that had everything to do with his conditioning. I don't think you're ever going to make Luka into a defender.
Probably not.
At all, But
what if he's 15% better?
But that would be awesome.
Right.
That would be great. Anything to the positive on that end, I will take. But what I think with the new Luka, the faster, the quicker, the jump higher, the dunk guy, whatever it is, Take it into the fourth and finish games.
Yeah.
If you do that, regardless of what you do on the defensive end, I think the Lakers and him would be better for it.
Well, and hopefully it does the thing that, it goes kind of one or two ways. And I'm going to use myself as an example because I've gone both ways in this situation where you're out of shape and you get in shape and you feel really good, right? And now you have a decision to make. I can live in this new spot, but I got to keep doing all the hard work to stay here.
Yeah.
Or I can say, I did it, and then kind of slowly start to backslide into where you are.
Make a deal with him, man. Look, just do it my way for 6-7 months, and we'll test. We'll do this. And if you don't feel better, if you don't wow yourself and shock yourself, then go back to doing what you're doing. But I'm going to show you this is better. I'm going to show you this is healthier. I'm going to show you you can be better by doing
with
this.
the tires my way
Absolutely.
and do it your way.
Yes.
Yeah, this way is 2
way,
seconds
my
faster.
My way, I was 2 seconds faster, and I go buy me breakfast at the highway joint.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And that he responded the way that I think everybody was hoping is really good news. I'm not saying that the Lakers run to a title right now, but again, it's one less variable that you need to worry about.
True.
Well, if he would he did.
Yeah.
And great. It also speaks to his, he's only 26. This may be one of these. He's got a lot of time.
Well, I mean, look, 26, a lot of people have lost their careers way before that because they refuse to get in shape. It looks like he has heard us and heard them, and this is a real thing. But I've just one more thing about the defense. I would never use a gun for a hammer. I'd get a hammer. I think you got that. Defense might be somebody else. Do what you can do. But your job is to go put the ball through the basket on that end.
100%.
Yes.
He does not need to turn into Gary Payton on defense. I understand. But if we can just be a little bit better, just a little bit, and just through the basic things of I'm not carrying around 20 extra pounds.
Very true. Yeah.
And look, that neck is different.
You know what's different? We went through an entire Laker conversation and didn't say LeBron.
Get used to it.
I want to get back to your point that there are some guys that get to 26 and are already out of the league.
Yeah.
Look at Zion Williamson. We've been saying the same thing about him, and he has never gotten into shape because he's never taken it that seriously. That's
a great point.
And I want to point out, too, that we will get a chance to see Luka pretty soon playing basketball. Though it's not going to be for the Lakers. It's going to be for Slovenia. He has some preparation games. He's going to be playing with Slovenia this summer. There's some games against Germany on August 8th and 10th, and then against Lithuania on the 15th. So look out. We're probably going to see some pictures, some videos coming out, and let's see actually how Luka plays. Against worse competition, but
I'm believing in the Laker lore, and it actually means something to be here. I'm believing in that. I will go to the grave believing in that. And I say that because I thought if you brought Zion here, the same thing or similar could have happened.
Zion was overweight from the beginning. That's a huge red flag to me.
If you get him in shape.
I understand, and I understand the impulse to tell yourself that because he's an incredible talent.
Right.
But he was overweight before you gave him millions of dollars.
I know.
Okay. And
I'm assuming Luka's doing this because of the glory of the Lakers.
I think he got embarrassed into doing it.
Right. It's a different deal. But I would hope. Like
now, maybe they came together, but this was one of those.
This is about him.
Yeah. They got rid of me?
Yes.
Oh. Maybe I should get in the gym.
Good.
Maybe I should get rid of the gluten.
Good for us.
Turns out there is gluten in beer. I looked it up. The Dodgers lost 2 out of 3 again. They need a breath of fresh air, DeMarco. I have an idea on how to do it. It's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Rams football is coming. All the sights and sounds of training camp on ESPN LA.
We're stretching down here. Crank that music. Let's go.
Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
And we are back at LMU for another week of Rams training camp.
We're all running the stucco concept, so we're running scout route.
Don't miss Scott Kaplan, Benno Duran, and producer Lindsay Baseball live from Rams training camp today at 3 p.m. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
On your home for Rams football.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. It's time for Rams training camp.
Sedano and Cap live from Rams training camp today at 3.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery recovery is their priority.
SeaWorld San Diego is your ultimate summer escape, and it's just a quick drive down the freeway. See dolphins, belugas, and otters, and learn how SeaWorld Rescue protects marine life. Ride bold roller coasters like Journey to Atlantis, which is opening soon, and explore the new jellyfish exhibit, Jewels of the Sea. At night, it's full throttle with BMX stunts, pirate shows, fireworks, and Saturday night concerts. Buy a ticket, get a second day free. Tickets as low as $56.99 at SeaWorldSanDiego.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts? Gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Progressive knows when you're on your boat, you're already on vacation. And Vacation You forgets all your worries. Vacation You doesn't even keep track of time and knows that time is a meaningless construct designed to control us, man. But Regular You knows you don't want to be too far out in the water after the sun goes down because Vacation You doesn't know how to navigate in the dark yet. Vacation You and Regular You really need to get on the same page. So bundle your boat with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Introducing the new Dell AI PC, powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps do your busy work for you, so you can fast forward through editing images, designing presentations, generating code, debugging code, summarizing meeting notes, finding files, managing your schedule, responding to Jim's long emails, leaving all the time in the world for the things you actually want to do. No offense, Jim. Get a new Dell AI PC starting at $749.99 at Dell.com/AI-PC. How those ahead stay ahead.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Way to love ya. Got me like, oh my gosh. I'm so
this was fun too. This run was so much fun. This is Usher.
I know this one. That's cute, DeMarco, right there.
Let's clip that.
Yeah, I
That's
like
me
it.
in a suit coming from Nobu, baby. Let's go. Yeah.
When are you going? This weekend?
Let's see. I think there's a Saturday, maybe Friday.
Okay.
Friday night, yes.
He'll probably be there.
Who?
He.
You think so? He's always there, you said.
always there.
Okay. All right.
Always there. He's a regular.
Time do we get there?
Yeah.
7:30.
All right, we'll be there. 7:30.
You'll be there? Okay.
We'll be in Page, Arizona, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah, I can't wait. Tune in Wednesday, July 30th to Sedano and Cap, where Cap, Morales, Lindsay, they'll be back at SeaWorld San Diego broadcasting live. Catch the new jellyfish exhibit, the reimagined Journey to Atlantis ride, and all the new summer spectacular fun. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing. All right, so the Dodgers have a couple of days here. The trade deadline is July 31st, I believe at 3 o'clock Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll start to see some movement in the next few days. One of the guys that is probably not going to move, a name that you've seen on a lot of trade potential lists, is Emmanuel Clase of the Cleveland Guardians. This, according to ESPN's Jeff Passan, Guardians closer Emmanuel Clase has been placed on non-disciplinary paid leave as part of MLB's sports betting investigation. Sources tell ESPN Clase is the second Guardians pitcher on leave tied to the investigation, joining right-hander Luis Ortiz. So Clase has been told to go home while we look and see what's going on, which is never a good sign. That's not a... Yeah, we think there's nothing here. When they take you off the field because they want to continue to investigate something, that is a dum-dum-dum moment, right? That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Right.
So that's a player that is off the Dodger list. That's a player that is off a lot of teams' lists. That's a player that was potentially going to fill somebody's role. Now, whatever's left, Bednar, you take your pick of the other guys that are on there. Jax, Duran, these guys. It's one less body to go around, which means the price just went up again.
Of course it did. I mean, you're going to have to – it's going to hurt to get better. And I'm trying to think, didn't Tanner Scott, who was it, Yates and Conforto, that was your big moves in the offseason, right?
And Snell.
And Snell.
Yeah.
Well, Snell yet to be determined.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Incomplete.
but we're over halfway, and he's pitched 9 innings, so
I'm still not ready to.
The
dunk
other one,
Conforto.
and I. Well, okay, fine, whatever.
I mean, I'm just saying.
The other guy that they signed during the offseason that has underperformed is Teoscar. Teoscar has not had a good season, and they signed him as a free agent, and he has not been the player he was a year ago.
You have to admit it does sound funny when you have a surplus of talent like the Dodgers have, and you're still looking for help. But that's just how baseball goes.
Well, yeah. And the guys they signed in the offseason, like we just ran down the list, none of them really hit. So I do think it's changed a little bit. While Clase might have been a name that you were desperate to get, I think the priority went from an arm to a bat.
Fair. Okay. Who and where do you put him?
Donovan from the Cardinals. So the where you put him thing is really Donovan from the Cardinals is a name that's been around. Harrison Bader, who we just saw with the Twins, is another name that's been around. You've seen Jaron Duran. The problem with Duran is Duran's going to be really expensive. Duran is a really good player.
Immediately or in the future?
Right now. No, expensive is in the cost of acquiring him via trade.
Okay.
Right. Like the assets that you would have to give up for Duran. To get a player like that, you're talking about a guy like Dalton Rushing being in the trade. You're talking about a guy like Emmett Sheehan being in the trade.
I thought we were cool giving up Dalton Rushing.
Depending on what you're getting back. You're going to need something like a Jaron Duran to get something like that done. But the Baders of the world are interesting. And because he can play all 3 outfield positions, because he's a plus defender, because he can run reasonably well, that the bat is almost secondary to some of this stuff because the Dodger outfield right now is kind of Like Teo's not a good right fielder, doesn't run particularly well. Pajas is hit and miss in center, and Conforto isn't hitting, isn't a good outfielder, doesn't run particularly well. He's like kind of 0 for 3. Mm-hmm. So if we can fill some of those things, Muncy comes back in, lets you put Tommy Edman back in the outfield potentially, or put Tommy Edman at second base, which puts Kim in the outfield potentially. You just get a lot better by fixing that left field spot.
An outfielder. If I slide Mookie back out there, get Max Muncy, but I mean, let's just say you do. That's your best outfield.
Yeah.
And then you need to. Can you?
Well, now all of a sudden, now you've got a really interesting team because you have Betts in left, right. You got Teo in left. In center, you have Edman or Pajas.
So where am I putting that bat if I do go out and get one?
Well, in this scenario, maybe at second base you could find a guy to put in there, maybe shortstop a guy to put in there. But if you put Betts back in the outfield, which is what you suggested, then all of a sudden it's a different equation because you don't need it quite as much because you're taking a Conforto or an Outman or Kim or whoever that guy might be off the field. None of those guys are hitting.
That's always seems like the best and the easiest move. It just seems like the hardest thing to do, but it's the easiest to do moving forward from there.
The best guy they're going to get is Max Muncy.
Back.
Yes.
Yes.
Like the addition of Muncy back into their lineup changes almost everything. It it allows everybody to do a little bit less, assuming he's just his normal self. He doesn't have to be 10 out of 10 Max Muncy. He just needs to be regular Max Muncy. It's a power bat. It's a lot of he's going to see a lot of pitches. He solidifies your infield in a way that Tommy Edman's hanging over there at third. Rojas is hanging in over there over at third, but it's not what they do. They're not third basemen. Muncy, for better or worse, is a third baseman.
Right.
You can live with what he brings you over there, especially with what he does with the bat.
How do you think he comes out of the gate when he first comes back?
I would think there's a little rust. It's just he's got a month off.
There's going to be something. And then he's going to pick it up and get hot, we hope. What else was it? I was thinking about Freddie Freeman as well, and the seasons he's had on defense. Dude, that dude has had to gone through some gymnastics at first base. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I mean, for his sake, you need to fix your infield, move Mookie back to right.
You're asking him to do a lot of heavy lifting over there.
And we haven't said a word about it, and we've all seen it.
Yeah.
This dude has been otherworldly, making up for mistake throws, and you know this.
It's weird to think, but it really does feel like they need a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Because Mookie, Freddie, Shohei, Teo, Edman, Muncy, like these are guys that are going to play every day. Will Smith, they're going to play every day. And usually when you get that big trade, like Juan Soto a couple of years ago when he went to the Padres, it's like, oh my gosh, they got this.
Move. Right.
It's not going to be one of those, but it's all of a sudden, it's a new face. It's a little bit of a different energy. I think they could use that, just that little bit of a blast.
Or like Edman.
Yeah.
Edman was like
Edman was a huge part of that.
Yes,
you're exactly
but
right.
He turned out to be like he's the NLCS MVP.
Yeah, you need the Dodgers rally monkey. Do you ever have one of those? Something,
they
anything.
don't do stuff like that.
They don't. Come on, bro. Why?
They do that when they get a hit.
If any team needs one, it's them right now. Something, a pigeon, a cat.
Here's a general rule:
What?
Never borrow from the Angels.
I'm just saying something, anything.
Never take anything from the Angel playbook unless it's giving Shohei Ohtani what he wants, and then you do that as often as you can. Now, I really do think they're going to get a bat. I think they'll get. Griffin
curious.
Jacks from the Twins is an interesting one. Like if you got Bader and Jacks, because it seems like they frequently like to go kind of the 2-for-1 thing, right? Like last year they went and got Kopech and sent out Miguel Vargas. A couple of years before you got Turner and Scherzer. They get multiple guys from one spot. They got Joe Kelly from the White Sox.
Griffin Jacks, the pitcher?
Griffin Jacks, the pitcher. Harrison Bader, the outfielder. There's two guys from the same team. It's an easy trade to get done. And they both fill some needs. And Jax is one of those guys who you could picture in important spots. He's got electric stuff. The question is whether or not he would thrive in an environment that is incredibly high stress like the Dodgers
He's
is.
1-5.
Yeah, but don't look at that.
Don't look at that?
No, don't.
What am I
don't
looking
look
at?
Look at WHIP. Look at Ks per 9. Look at things like that.
1.244.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can get guys out. He's on a mediocre team. He's not in the closer role. He's setting up Duran. I think he would be a guy that could slide in there.
You like the big dudes. Oh, he's 6'2". That's not too big.
Yeah,
But I agree. I mean, I just hope that fresh breath of fresh air could be a Muncy or it could be a Mookie Betts resurgence or something that's already from within.
Mookie just needs to come back to kind of sort of Mookie.
Yeah,
like he's not even Mookie Betts light right now.
Again.
He's below league average right now.
Make us believe
which is
again.
Really, really tough. Hot and cold is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Congratulations to Mason and Ireland, re-signing with ESPN LA for years to come.
After a grueling negotiation, you and I will continue here at 710 ESPN.
The Hall of Famer staying on LA's mega sports station with a new multi-year agreement.
The biggest show on the radio.
Weekdays noon to 3 p.m. The only home for Mason and Ireland. 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app.
And always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy, spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Pick me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Hyland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Hyland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Hyland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could it be lower testosterone?
Lower T.
Happens to most guys after 40. I was in the same boat until I started using Nugenix Total T2.
Total T2, the new one I've seen on TV.
Yep, it's the next generation testosterone booster for both free and total testosterone. It's packed with even more man-boosting power, sending nitric oxide levels skyrocketing in just 3 hours.
It actually works?
I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I've got more energy, better results in the gym, and things are even better in the bedroom. Send them a text and get a complimentary bottle.
Text now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the #1 testosterone brand at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, absolutely free. Text SIZZLE to 369369. That's SIZZLE to 369369. SIZZLE to 369369.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
As you know, we've welcomed the new partner here at 710 ESPN, NextGen. NextGen, the official AC, heat, and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week. Who's hot, who's cold, thanks to NextGen. Boy, time for Who's Hot, Who's Cold. Take it away, Producer M.
Aloha.
Hi.
Hody, hody. I talked to a dude that really speaks Swahili.
Oh, yeah?
The other day, yeah.
You took Swahili in college, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
As not a goof, but it was an easy class. But I did learn something, so hody, hody. Karibu.
What's hot is the
What
Lionesses. The Lionesses is the women's national team for England. They won back-to-back Euro championships. So think about it as it's only the national teams of Europe. So it's Spain, England, Sweden, Switzerland, all those European national teams. So it's tough competition. They're back-to-back champs. They decided it in PKs, and it was an incredible match. In the PKs, there were some great saves for the goalies, some terrible PKs taken. It was very exciting early yesterday morning. But the cool thing from this was that an English defender, her name is Lucy Bronze.
Great name.
Great
right?
Yeah.
Wrestling name.
Yeah. Lucy Bronze.
And she got gold here. So she confirmed that she had played the entirety of Euro 2025 with a broken leg.
Whoa.
She said this, I've actually played the whole tournament with a fractured tibia, and then I have hurt my knee on my other leg. That's why I got a lot of praise from the girls after the Sweden game, as I've been in a lot of pain. That's what it takes to play for England. That's what I'll do. Very painful.
Dope.
Wow.
Dope.
Incredible. And that's what I love about women's soccer is that they aren't flopping. They aren't rolling on the ground like the men's soccer. They are just going out there, playing tough, getting after it. I love women's soccer. Let's go.
I have a question. Did she know it was broken before and went out there and did
Sounds
it? Or
like
did she find out after, like, I played on a broken leg?
I don't know the details.
Oh, okay.
So I can only infer from what this is that she knew something was wrong.
Okay, because, I mean, you play through pain, and then you get to the locker room and you go get an x-ray, and you're like, oh, that's broken.
Right.
That's why it was hurt.
Right.
And you realize you play through it. You know what I mean? But, yeah, but if you knew before you went out, like T.O. played on a broken leg.
So there's a few. Jack Youngblood played on a broken leg.
And knew it. Yeah.
Bob Gibson pitched in the World Series on a broken leg.
On a
and
broken
knew it.
leg and knew it.
Yeah, like it doesn't happen a lot, but it has happened.
Painful.
That is another level of mental toughness that I can't even imagine. Because the pain has to be
unimaginable.
Blindingly, pain. And to just say, this is going to hurt. I'm just going to go do it anyway. That's a gear
Suck
that not many people
go.
have.
Ronnie Lott cut his pinky off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can't do anything. We're going to have to take you out. Well, can you cut it off? I mean, who goes there?
And you're playing against the best competition in the world.
Yes.
Like you are if you're in the NFL, and then in this way again in the Euros, and they ended up beating Spain, who are the reigning World Cup champs. Yeah.
Do the women don't flop?
No, the women don't flop
they
as
don't
much.
Flop?
I mean, have you ever tried to watch men's soccer? It's literally every single second they act as if they've been shot in the leg. Women's soccer, they play super tough. I went to an ACFC game this weekend, the Angel City, and it's you can't buy a foul. Like they play through everything. And it's much tougher. The game is a different speed. It is a slower game because men's game is mostly based on speed and power. Women's game has more finesse. But, they aren't flopping all over the place, which is why I love women's soccer.
I want to go back to what you said because it never really hit me quite like that before, that Ronnie Lott had that finger injury, and they're like, there's not much we can do. And the next question is, well, can you just cut it off? That is – like, whose next step is, maybe you can just cut it off?
The next thing he said was – well, can you just cut it off?
I guess we could, but no one's ever asked me that
this
before.
This is week 4, right?
What I said, spring training camp, right?
Right.
Dumb. What's next, Dem?
What's cool is LaMelo Ball's tattoo. So his tattoo artist posted on Instagram a tattoo or a series of tattoos that LaMelo Ball got, and it looks disgusting. He got hot Cheetos, where he got tattoos on his toes that are like flames.
Tattoos on his toes that are like Okay.
Isn't
all of
getting
his
tattoos
toes
on your feet super painful?
probably. The
all
toes are
painful.
completely red, as if they were a flame, with black flames around it, and he's calling them hot Cheetos. You know, like
I get it. Yeah, I just don't think it's funny.
God,
it's
I'm
not.
seeing
I don't
this.
think it's funny either.
No, I wasn't criticizing
it's
your
hilarious.
sense. I'm like that.
You
yeah.
like that?
Yeah, hot Cheetos. Yeah, I get it.
Would you get that? Would you
No,
do
I
that?
wouldn't do it, but
No, he
it's
gets the
funny.
joke. But I think
Yeah.
one, it's like, why would you do this to yourself? It looks so stupid, and I can't stand
Bro,
it.
body art is weird to me. This is okay. Tattoos are one thing, and I told you I had to deal with my daughter with tattoos, and every time I notice them, she comes back with another one. So I'm not
Does
doing
she have
this right.
hot Cheeto tattoos on her
Not
feet?
hot Cheetos, but this is where I have to say this is weird when you are knocked unconscious to have it done.
Yeah.
That might be a little too much, don't you think?
Look, it's all too much for me. I'm not precious about this. Like, if you want to get a bunch of tattoos, knock yourself out. What do I care? You know, but
yeah.
This looks terrible to me. Like, I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to get Cheetos or anything
Cheetos.
else. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it's for.
Who's
Like,
going to see that?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
LaMelo.
Yeah.
I guess
I'll see
so.
it.
I
His
guess.
teammates when he takes off his sock in the locker room.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people that'll
I get the ones that are personal to your family or your friends or whatever it is, a loved one, and I get some people just want pretty pictures. Okay,
Yeah.
cool, but
Whatever.
yeah,
My
Each his own.
cousin got her kids' names tattoos with their birthday. And my uncle's like, "What? You gonna forget their names and their birthday? What's wrong with you?" Like,
Well, maybe
why?
you
That's a very valid question.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, did you forget?
When's your son's birthday? It is December
Right.
23rd.
Yeah.
Hot Cheetos. Boy, you better not ever miss a shot ever again. Ever in life. Oh, my God.
Boys, Who's
Wow.
Hot, Who's Cold is brought to you by Next Gen, the official AC Heat and Plumbing Company of SoCal sports fans. Call 833-3 Gen. That's 833-3 NEXGEN or nextgenairandplumbing.com. The ball phenomenon, it's hard to go back in time and kind of go back to when Lonzo was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blanking on Lavar, with the dad was front and center. Seemingly every day there was a new Lavar story. And the LaMelo was who's the middle? LiAngelo was the middle brother. And then LaMelo, the little brother, it's like, and now it's just like, oh, yeah, I got weird tats.
Well, LiAngelo's
Like-
the one that got caught in China, right?
Stealing
The one
sunglasses.
Stealing sunglasses and stuff.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
You're driving a Ferrari here, but you have to steal sunglasses over there, bro. What's wrong with you? Like,
Okay, a lot of times
Yeah.
it's not because they can't afford it. It's because they have, klepto tendencies.
Yeah, the whole
Or just
thing was, or that.
Or
Yeah,
that,
the
yeah.
whole thing was just one of these. Yeah, can we just get to the point to where we are now and skip through all this? Like,
Yeah.
this is not going to work. This never works. This is so much noise. Like, can we just get to the end of the line?
If you had Tom Cruise, it just happened to show up at your house, and
Yeah.
I just want to come to dinner.
Yeah.
And as he's getting up to leave, he grabs something off your counter, like your watch, and walks out.
Okay. I
Would
like
you
this.
say anything to him?
Yeah, I think I would.
If he grabbed your sunglasses. Oh, I like these.
Okay, so now we're
Put them on
talking
his face and walked out the door.
my sunglasses.
Oh, these are really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you gone.
I would not. I would think that's awesome, and I would love to tell that story.
Right.
If you took my sunglasses are $40.
Okay, not watch, sunglasses.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. No, I'd be like, I think Tom Cruise just stole my sunglasses. That's amazing. Like, I would have a story that I'd love to tell for the
Right.
rest of my life, but a watch that could cost a few $100.
So I wasn't there. I don't know, but a lot of these guys are used to getting free stuff, and they're just, oh, you wanted me to pay for that? Usually they just hand them to me. Yeah, that's actually for sale, bro. That's not how this store works.
Yeah. I don't know. Are any of those guys ever going to be on a good team?
I don't know.
Is that ever going to be something that they get around?
But
to
he was
winning some
right.
games?
They all can play. They're all good. He did a great job marketing his kids. They've all made a cajillion dollars in the NBA, or at least two of them have, or all three.
No, just two.
Just two. I mean, so he was kind of right. He was just
No, they made money.
Yeah.
But are they successful?
I don't know. I mean, in the era of Jake Paul, and all that,
They're famous.
They won.
They're
Yes.
famous and they're rich. So
Right.
if that's the metric of winning as a basketball player, then they've won.
Right.
If winning is a part of the metric, then they've failed.
Did he ever say that? Like they're going to be the best ever, or was he just pumping their names?
I tried so hard to forget everything
Right.
he said.
Me too.
I just.
Or
that
he said so much you forgot.
Yeah. It just. But like Lonzo had all sorts of injury problems. LaMelo's been every team he's been on in the NBA has been awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just,
crazy.
Yeah, at some point, it's somewhat your responsibility.
At some point, you got to play basketball and you got to win. And other than that, it's a sideshow. And with hot Cheetos, I think that's.
And LaMelo is, I think, one of the most followed NBA players, maybe just behind LeBron. Like
Right.
he's
And again,
big social media sensation.
If that is the metric that they're chasing, then he's a smash success.
Correct.
Like, and I'm
that
not
would
even,
mean the Kardashians are
I'm not
the
even
greatest
throwing
thing
shade
ever.
at it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if your thing is to be a social media megastar, to be very wealthy, to be a known person, then he has succeeded. If your job's to be a great basketball player and win a bunch of games and compete, then he is not.
Yet to be determined.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, fair.
Yes.
Yet to be determined along the way. The Dump is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's D-Far here. You can play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, Southern California's premier resort casino experience. You don't have to get stuck in traffic. You can get out of that nightmare. You can be at the best casino resort in Southern California in less than 1 hour. When you go to Pechanga, you're going to notice this. You're going to get all the things you want and expect of a world-class resort. Exceptional entertainment. Always good stuff going through there. Dining, there's so many restaurants. The spa is outstanding. Love it. I mean, you'll become just a noodle. Golf, and let's not forget round-the-clock gaming excitement. The immense casino floor, there's 1,100 hotel rooms and suites, the spa, the golf course, like I mentioned, 20 bars and restaurants, and so much more. Make Pechanga one of the largest resort casinos in the country. I mean, it's a mecca. Wait till you see it. So come see why readers of Newsweek and USA Today have voted Pechanga Resort Casino the best casino outside of Las Vegas. Whether your idea of entertainment is lounging poolside or putting a great bet on blackjack, Pechanga Resort Casino is waiting for you right now. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA. That's 888-PECHANGA to book a reservation or more info.
Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th Annual Give Back Golf Classic, Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Hey, John Ireland here for Thrive Cybersecurity. We all know in sports that defense wins games and turnovers kill you. That's also true in business. The truth is 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. Don't let that happen to you. Remember this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Thrive starts with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to help keep your network healthy and protected. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Play defense, use Thrive, and protect your business.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
You know what I didn't know?
What's that?
I didn't know Mike Vrabel played for the Steelers. Did you know that?
At the end or at the beginning?
At the beginning.
Yeah, okay.
97, 98, 99, and then 2000, and then he went to New England. And
Yeah. I think I did know that.
I completely blocked it
Yeah.
out. Wow. No idea.
Are you looking at Vrabel stuff?
I just going through NFL news, and it says the headline was Mike Vrabel, who used to get into fights, hopes there are no fights with joint practice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
There's a fight at every joint practice since the beginning of time. This isn't going to be any different. I think the thing that we were talking about earlier in the show, Happy Gilmore, I keep coming back to it. The biggest surprise for me in the movie was that Scotty Scheffler was really funny.
Hilarious.
Like, Scotty Scheffler is not known as a really funny guy. He's the opposite. He's just kind of, I'm just going to go win every tournament I play in, go to the next one, win that one, go to the next one. He was really good in that movie.
I know the drill. You want to stay in jail. What's for dinner? Chicken fingers?
I think he'll stick around.
Hilarious.
That he's the boss in the cell, too, is really funny.
Hilarious. What happened with the arrest?
Well,
what was the deal? So, who was at fault?
The cop.
The cop was at fault.
Yes.
How do you arrest him?
Well, this is okay. So, if we're going to do this, this is why having him as the face of golf is not great.
Right.
That the cop didn't know who he was.
But what could he have said to a? That guy says nothing.
And that he said nothing.
Oh,
this is why it was
okay.
hey, I need to get in here. No, you don't. No, I actually do. I'm about. And then the next thing you know, he's arrested.
Right.
But the fact. He was anonymous. Like, he didn't know who he was. If Tiger Woods had gone through there, or Jack Nicklaus, or any Arnold Palmer,
know.
You'd be like, oh, it's Arnold Palmer. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it's like, he just,
Knowing that backstory, it gave his role in Happy Gilmore 2 more punch.
It was
like
very
it was
funny.
hilarious. Yes,
that they leaned into it, too.
Yeah,
And that he leaned
did.
into
Right.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it was one of those things that was so unanimously understood that he didn't do anything wrong, it became funny.
Right.
It wasn't one of those, oh, man, you really shouldn't have done that.
Yes.
It's like, he didn't,
He didn't do anything.
He tried to go to work? Is that his crime that day was trying to go to
Right.
show up and do his job. Over the weekend, Oakland A's rookie Nick Kurtz had what might have been the greatest single game in the history of Major League Baseball.
Really?
He hit 4 home runs. He had 6 hits. He scored 6 runs. He tied the record with 19 total bases in one game. And he just barely missed a 5th home run. And no one has ever hit 5 home runs in one game.
It. Yeah, I'll have what he's having.
Yeah, it was as good. It's the best game we've seen since Shohei did his thing last year, which is probably the best game we'd seen since Sean Green did his thing in Milwaukee a million years ago. But he just kept flicking home runs into the Crawford boxes in Houston. 3 of them went that way. He hit one to left field that was right field, excuse me. Just an absolute tank job. 6 hits, 6 runs, 19 total bases, just an extraordinary performance, and he's a rookie.
See, I had a theory once, and I buried it. I never talked about it. I think everybody is the greatest player in their sport for one time. It's short, but for that moment.
Like for one day, you mean? One
for
play
one day,
or whatever?
one moment, whatever. You are the best player in the league right there.
I buy that.
Yeah. Every now and then it happens, and you get stuff like that.
There are weird moments in sports where it's...
There's gods.
But it just... All of a sudden... What is typically not very easy gets very easy. Like, I can do whatever I want.
I hear this in basketball. The rim looks huge.
Yeah.
I see the baseball.
So tell me, playing in college in baseball, it didn't happen very often. And I was not a very good college player. I was a very mediocre college baseball player. But there were days when I could throw it exactly where I wanted to just about every single time.
Yes.
Like, if I wanted it here, I could put it here. If I wanted it here, I could put it here. Like, literally the difference between a ball, and it's just prepared the same way, ate the same things. It's just like, today's just the day where I can't miss.
I think everybody who plays will go through that. Now, here's the problem. You're also going to experience the opposite. And how do you deal with that?
But not well.
When nothing's working.
Yeah. That's one of those, I can't get it anywhere close to where I want it to go.
Right.
I can't get it in the same general area.
At all. I suck today, but can you find a way to make a day out of that? Yes.
Kenny Rogers threw the 14th perfect game in Major League history on this day in 1994, becoming the first American League left-handed pitcher to accomplish the feat. It is the 5th no-hitter in Rangers history and the first perfect game.
You know what? I knew Kenny Rogers, the pitcher. I knew he played for the Rangers. I have no idea what he looks like. I don't have a visual of him in my head.
Dark hair, pretty big guy, big square head. He looks like every left-handed pitcher with brown hair you've ever seen in your life.
The first thing that comes up...
Standard white guy.
Standard white guy. The first thing that comes up is a picture of his house. I wonder why.
Okay.
Oh, there he is. I remember this dude.
Yeah.
Yes, he looks like out of Central Casting.
Yeah.
I need a pitcher. There he is.
He was a good pitcher for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Perfect games are so weird. So you either... one of two things. You are either freakishly dominating for one night, kind of like we were talking about, where you take somebody with that supreme talent that we're talking about, like a Clayton Kershaw or Sandy Koufax,
and he's having a day.
He's having one of those days, or
they suck.
You're pretty good, and every ball that's hit hard is hit right at somebody.
Okay, luck is with you.
Every time there's something that could go either way, it falls. It's like flipping a coin 10 times in a row, and you call it right 10 times in a row.
Still respect. You got a perfecto
yeah.
going, and you remain perfect. That's not just him. Everybody. That's awesome. Yes,
it is. I think it's the second rarest thing in Major League Baseball behind an unassisted triple play. Yeah, I think it's the second least likely thing to happen.
This is a dumb question. What makes it an assisted triple play?
More than one player's involved in collecting all 3 outs.
Okay, so how do you get unassisted?
There's really only one way to do it. The bases have to be loaded or first and second, nobody out, obviously, and the runners have to be going on the pitch, trying to double steal. Okay,
so
the ball is hit on a line at second base. Who's ever covering second base catches it for out 1, steps on the bag for out 2, and the runner coming to first, you tag him for out 3. That's the only way it can happen.
Tag the runner from first.
From first to second gets tagged. The guy going from second to third is doubled off when I step on the bag, and I caught the ball in the air for the third out.
How do you get from second to first and tag the guy out going the first
He's
base?
standing there. He's trying to steal the base. He can't stop in time. I just catch it, step on it, and tag him.
Wow.
It's the only way it can happen. It's
you
only
ever seen
happened
it?
On TV.
On TV.
I've never seen it with my own 2 eyes.
Now I'm going to Google search and look up
Mickey
unassisted
Morandini. Okay, here again, why do I know this? Mickey Morandini had an unassisted triple play for the Philadelphia Phillies. Yeah.
What year?
I'm going to guess. I'm going to say
Okay.
Mickey Morandini did it in 1991.
All right.
Yeah, we'll look it up.
I'm looking
I have
up.
no idea.
Yes.
We saw. You were at the
Yeah,
game.
triple play.
First time I'd ever
Padres.
seen a triple
Yeah.
play with my own
John
eyes.
Valentin turns a smooth, unassisted triple
There you
play.
go.
That's exactly. It was a shortstop, though.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. It's who's
Yeah.
ever covering second base.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me look at this.
Yeah. We saw
Looks
Jorge
like
and I saw
2013.
Morandini.
I don't know.
No
It was
way.
posted
No.
in 2013. Dude, I don't know how to spell this guy's
Sounds
name.
like something you can order.
Yeah. We were at the game last year,
That's right.
Dodger Stadium.
Oh, yeah, 92.
Oh, I was really close.
Hey.
Really close. Miguel Rojas grounded into a 5-4-3 triple play. I'd never seen that
1,
before either. Yeah.
2, 3.
3.
We
Okay,
talked
there
about
you
it all
go.
the way to
That
the
is
car.
key to a triple play. To
Wow.
have 3
1,
things happen.
2, 3. Wow.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
I've
and
never
no
seen
one else
one.
can touch the ball. No, it's happened like 4 times. It never happens.
That's a day off.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that's one of those. I'm about to have a bit. We're out of here.
Right, we're
Okay.
done,
That
we're
works
done.
out.
Yes.
Today in 1999, Barry Sanders abruptly retired from football despite rushing for nearly 1,500 yards in his age 30 season. Sanders ran for at least 1,100 yards in all 10 of his NFL seasons, leading the league in rushing 4 times. Despite the early cutoff to his career, he remains 4th on the NFL's all-time rushing list.
Even to this day, and I'm trying to think of the guys that came after. Marshall, who else? Give me some backs that you like. Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson's up there.
The guys now.
McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Saquon. Yeah.
Still ain't nobody better than Barry Sanders.
No.
It's freaking ridiculous how good he was.
Barry was the most fun to watch too, just because he would do stuff. Go, wait, what? Like he's made
like fun to watch on TV.
Yeah, because he would just make other professional athletes look silly. It doesn't happen very often.
He's the definition of ambient player. This is a guy that will keep you up at night because it doesn't matter what you do. Because of his ability, he can still break off long runs and demoralize you.
Everybody can do it exactly right, and you still lose.
Still kill it, right?
Yeah. No, those are problematic guys. Today is National Water Park Day.
Really?
You team water park?
I like water parks.
Do you?
I do. I'm a water park guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little nervous when they allowed inner tubes on the water slides.
Okay.
Because you could fly off those
out of the
things.
side.
Yeah, that got scary.
I went
that's not the
recently.
part that
Raging
scares
Waters.
me.
I took the kids.
And?
July 5th. Yeah.
Did you like it?
I mean, it was cool. I mean, I was in the kid stuff, like not the pool necessarily, but like where the not the slides, but little playground areas where the water's just like falling on top of it.
Squirties.
Yeah. Like it was
fun.
Whatever.
Water parks are fun.
But I know what you mean, man. Like I didn't want to get in that wave pool. I didn't want to get in a lot of those pools. It was just
come on, Dad, get in there.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just not gonna say anything disgusting, but whatever.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That does.
Travis doesn't do public pools.
You got to accept that. That's happening.
I do not have to accept that.
when you go to a water park, you have to accept that.
That perhaps, but I choose to not accept it. I choose, unless I know how much chlorine is going in there every second of every day, and even then, I don't care. Pool's closed today. Oh, gee, I wonder why.
You try not to think about it.
I wonder why it's closed again today. And the only reason it's closed today, and it wasn't closed yesterday, is because today the mom of little Timmy actually had the decency to tell everybody what happened. Hey, you should probably get out of the water because Timmy had an accident.
You didn't have to go there.
Where the day before, little Johnny just said, oh, let's just get the hell out of here.
It's acceptable
and you all
risk.
Went swimming in the water.
It's like driving. You accept the risk. It's like flying. You get it?
I don't drive around with my car like this.
I'm just saying, you accept, you know what's happening. Yeah.
You know how chlorine is a biological weapon?
You will never, ever convince me that the chlorine's getting it all. It will never, ever happen.
It's used in warfare.
No, I don't care. I am telling you, I've seen. No, never going to happen. Never going to happen. Super Crosstalk's coming up next.
Rams football is coming. All the sights and sounds of training camp on ESPN LA.
We're stretching down here. Crank that music. Let's go.
Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
And we are back at LMU for another week of Rams training camp.
We're all running the stucco concept, so we're running scout route.
Don't miss Scott Kaplan, Benno Duran, and producer Lindsay Baseball live from Rams training camp today at 3 p.m. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
On your home for Rams football.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. It's time for Rams training camp.
Sedano and Cap live from Rams training camp today at 3.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Hey, it's Mace. Workplace stress is now a leading cause of declining mental health, with 61% of the global workforce feeling it more than ever. You can't escape work, but you can take small steps to take care of yourself. A walk, some sun, a favorite song. Therapy is one of those steps. Ongoing support to build resilience for whatever the day throws at you. Balance is tough. Getting help shouldn't be. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa. John, I don't know if you know this or not, but Mason is late to Crosstalk again, and he's always late to Crosstalk.
Trav, you
you're living right now, do you?
What do you mean?
You got people pooping in the pool. You can't remember that 2 weeks ago your position on this was exactly reversed.
Well, no, I'm just saying that I thought you might want to say that he's never late, and we could bet $10 on it, and I could
try to get your money
again.
back. I got you.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm guessing today's news eliminates Emmanuel Clase
I think so.
from the. Boy, how dumb can these pitchers be? Did you see how he got caught?
No.
All right, Clase threw in. I wanted to see if I can get this exactly right, but he threw something like 80% of his pitches are normally strikes, and every first pitch in the ninth inning this year has been a ball. He's thrown he's missed the plate maybe 5% of the time when it's not the first pitch, and 87% of the time when it is. Don't they know that people follow this stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how the other guy got caught.
Well, it's how they all get caught, right? So it's one of those things. If there's like unusual activity, even if it's not like it's just unusual. If all of a sudden things that are unusual start to happen regularly, that's when the FBI or whoever is the investigative body start to come in and get these things. They will catch you. They always catch you.
Did they come up with the scam? Did they come up with the idea, or did somebody present, or what?
No, I think what happens is, you ever see, DeMarco, you ever see the movie 8 Men Out?
Yes.
With Charlie Sheen. Somebody comes to them and says, hey, can I talk you into throwing a ball on the first pitch every time you come into a game? Because if you do, we can make a bunch of money together. And that's how it starts. He goes, yeah, I'm not losing the game for my team. I'm just throwing a ball. I've been behind 1-0 many, many times. But
Be
as
hard
Travis,
to prove you did it on purpose.
Yeah, as Travis will tell you, baseball players notice that stuff. It's a big deal if you get behind in the count.
Yep.
Okay. Here's the thing. Clase has thrown 22 pitches this season with a 0-0 count, and the base is empty. Okay? 0-0 count, base is empty. Of those, 11 have been deemed uncompetitive.
Okay.
Like not
Really?
even
Way out of the zone.
No way the ump could call it a strike. And that's how it starts.
Yep.
And I don't think this guy, if this turns out to be true, and right now it's just an investigation, but if this turns out to be true, he's done forever.
Yes, you have to be. You have to make an example. Is the catcher in on it too?
I doubt it.
I mean, depending on
he wouldn't have to
where
be.
he called for it and where the
Yeah,
pitch was.
because you could call for a fastball in, and if I throw a fastball out, there's no
depending on where it ended up. Okay,
yeah,
wow.
This is a big deal. If they pulled him off of the field, off of the roster, and said, "Go home while we figure this out," this is not.
He ain't never coming back.
Something is serious going on, and this is Pandora's box, man. I mean, we've opened
Well,
it.
Mace, you called this when gambling got legalized 5 years ago. I remember we were working together that day, and you said, "Hey, man, now that these players are going to be so tempted by gamblers, especially guys who don't make a lot of money." And the weird thing is, Clase's an all-star.
Yeah, and it's the prop bets.
Yes,
right. It's the prop bets that are the problem.
It's not throw the game.
No,
it's throw the first pitch for a ball.
Yeah, nobody's cooking the outcome.
That's not going to kill your team.
It might.
As a player, you're probably thinking, "That's what's wrong with that? It's just one ball."
But do we know? Was he betting specifically? Ball strike? Was he?
We don't even know if he was betting.
Okay, so this is all allegedly. Okay, speculation.
But
he's
I
only
agree
the
with you,
second
Mace.
Major League Baseball player to be put on administrative leave for this.
This is,
and the other one's one of his teammates
Yes.
that it happened to a month ago.
This is the absolute conclusion of when you reintroduced all this stuff too. Not that everybody's going to do it, not even that it becomes an epidemic, but when it becomes mainstream, just like alcohol or anything else, there are going to be people that abuse it. There's going to be people that do it wrong, and there's going to be people that are more predisposed to not be able to stop than other people, and you could get situations. It was an inevitable conclusion is where we are right now.
Yeah. So you guys know Michael Porter Jr., the guy
Yeah.
who played for the Nuggets, just got traded. He has a brother named Jonte Porter.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, Jonte Porter, and the reason this story didn't get a ton of coverage is because he's not very good. He's at best a role player. But he made sure that every time he played in a game, he hit the unders. So, in other words, if for that game his prop bets were 5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. If he started to get close to that, he would just not engage. And the NBA figured it out over the course of half a season, and now he's banned forever. And I don't think. I mean, that's easy to do, Trav. If I have,
how do you collect?
Well, it's all under the table.
You have a third party.
Somebody else collects
actually doing
it.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
But here's the thing, DeMarco. He would have made, even as a role player in the NBA, at least another $10 million had he kept his nose clean. Clase this is like Julio Urias bad. He is going. Mace, is it not? I don't think I'm guilty of embellishing if I say he's leaving $100 million on the table if he gets thrown out of baseball right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably in the ballpark.
It's 50 for sure.
Yeah, it's in the ballpark of what he's going to lose a ton.
He had next year he's scheduled to make $7 million. The 2 years after that, he was scheduled to make 10. So there's 27 right there. And then whatever he might have gotten as a free agent, which is probably at least that much.
Yeah.
Again, closers are kind of unpredictable like that. But
yes, they are.
It's $50 million.
But if you're good at it, you can get paid.
What if you like to play poker, right? And you got into a hole. You owe somebody big money. And they say, we can wipe this if you do that.
Well, DeMarco, that happened.
You're not really saying I want this money more than my paycheck from baseball. That's crazy. But I can wipe this debt by throwing one ball. You might consider it,
right? And that's why that you just summarized in one sentence why this is dangerous, because you can justify in your own head that you're not hurting your team.
Yeah.
This is what got Pete Rose in trouble. Mace, who was the pitcher? Was it Mario Soto?
Mario Soto, yeah. He crushed him, brought him out there every 3 days.
Rose was managing, and he was betting on the Reds to win. He wanted to win. But what he would do is he would take his best pitcher, a guy named Mario Soto, and he would just put him out there every 3-4 days and leave him in because he knew he gave him the best chance to win. But that's how it gets watered down. Like DeMarco,
and it also sabotages your team on the days he doesn't pitch because he's your best guy. You've run him into the ground. There's ripples on the pond on every day. I don't place a bet. I mean, you think you're going to lose?
By the way, you know how they're finding all this stuff, right?
Analytics.
How?
AI.
Yeah.
AI is combing through every sports book in the country, and if they see a spike
that's it.
on a particular pitch, they're like, something's not right
something
there.
Is out of the ordinary. If it's out of the statistical norm, it gets flagged, and then we look at it.
Then make an example out of the guy. He should never be allowed to pitch again, period.
That may be the result.
Yeah,
if it's
I
true.
don't care.
How was your podcast party?
Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah,
we
was
had
it
such
good?
a good time. Yeah,
good day. Yeah,
great. I mean, everybody around here did such a good job putting it all together. The people that showed up, so into it and so cool about everything. Got to meet a bunch of people that listen to the show every day. All of our P1s were out there. We love those folks, and it was an all-around great time. Great night.
I heard that there were some news stories that were told.
Yeah, but we can't tell them.
Can't tell them.
Yeah, they're a little blue.
Had to be there.
Are they a little blue?
We each told a few stories that were, and we reminisced about things we did back in the early days that if we did them today, not only would we be fired immediately, probably our bosses would be fired.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
No, there was some interesting stuff.
Intimate gathering.
Interesting subjects that came up.
Were there nice beverages had?
There were nice beverages, although Ireland, you did not have any. I did not have a beverage. I might have had a gummy.
Okay. Close enough.
I learned a long time ago that mixing alcohol and a live microphone does not end well for me or anyone else.
Bad decision.
Bad.
Ireland, did you get a chance to see Happy Gilmore too?
I did.
What'd you think?
I thought it was surprisingly good.
Me too.
Funny.
Me too. It made me laugh.
Did you see it too, Mace?
Yeah, it was fun.
I thought it was.
It was fun.
But
That's a
every
great way to put
third
it up.
joke worked.
That's
I'm
it.
like okay with that.
That's it. Like
Trav, I was very impressed that they got all the Hall of Fame golfers to do cameos.
Yeah.
With you think they had to ask Tiger and he said no,
of course.
right?
Yeah, I think so. Because
they made that
everyone
obvious.
Faldo was there, Nicklaus was there, like Trevino was there, like all these old timers were there. But I got to be
every
honest,
current good player except Tiger.
Maybe Tiger can't act.
and that Shoffley and Scheffler were both as funny as they were. Was they kind of stole their scenes that they were in, because neither one of those guys are particularly entertaining as personalities, but they really delivered their jokes incredibly well.
Crazy.
The movie itself was completely ridiculous and goofy, but the jokes were funny.
And the first one was completely ridiculous.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I'm looking. I'm looking for a big, dumb, fun movie, and that was it.
And
I like the heart of it, though, the family part. That's what got me. The heart of it.
Nice.
They stuck together.
And then a few of the cameos, like John Daly was great.
He was terrific.
Yeah, he should just be. He should just be an actor.
Because I don't think he was doing anything other than just doing John Daly stuff.
Yes.
Right. My favorite.
Bad Bunny was great.
Brad Bunny was very
fantastic.
funny.
Would you like some breadsticks?
The way he carried the golf bag was amazing. That was
I thought,
great.
Travis Kelce didn't have a lot of scenes, but he was great.
He was good too.
Yes.
I thought that for my money, the best part of the movie were the brothers. Like his sons,
the idiot brothers.
The idiot brothers.
Beating the hell out of each other.
Beating each other up, riding in the van together, always, with the
fight in the basement.
Stealing the old joke with the pylons and the gas and all that stuff. Just
who's driving the van?
It was really fun.
Good stuff.
So Mace, how does a movie like that goes straight to Netflix monetize itself? In other words,
Netflix pays Adam Sandler exclusively for his movies.
Thinking that people will subscribe just to see Happy Gilmore?
Just to see Adam Sandler. So those movies are designed. All of his, remember, Hustle came out. A bunch of his stuff. He made a multi-picture deal with Netflix. So Netflix owns the rights to all Adam Sandler movies for
some of those Netflix movies
period
get
of time.
Theatrical releases, though,
Some
don't
of
they?
them do first. This one didn't. But if I'm Netflix, I want people to all turn on my streaming platform to see Adam Sandler.
It's the first thing, a Netflix exclusive movie that I watched the weekend it came out.
I don't know if that's happened for me. I don't know. A lot of Netflix movies get sort of lost in the shuffle.
And it was interesting because my youngest son, who's 19, he came home on Saturday afternoon. He's like, "You want to watch Happy Gilmore 2 tonight?" I'm like, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So
that does sound good, actually. Really cool. I would have loved to have watched it with you guys.
It was terrific, and we sat there, and it's short, which is always a win.
It's easy breezy. Yep. It's I love the Carl Weathers shout-outs. I like
the Carl Weathers' son was that
hilarious.
Joke. Same joke, still great.
And by the way, I love Up in the Sky, Carl Weathers and an alligator
and Abraham Lincoln.
They brought that back from the first one. Is genius.
And a good part for Julie Bowen, who looked great.
Although,
hell,
fellow.
How about that, right?
Yeah. That caught me by surprise.
I was a little bit like, damn, that's a little dark.
Early, too.
Yeah, early. It's like
first 10 minutes.
They made it work.
Yeah, it was terrific. Well, congratulations on your 21st podcast party. We'll see you all tomorrow.